World War II, there's only been 4 apprentices that have managed to win the Jockeys Premiership, so he's in pretty elite territory. I know he's still got to get there, but amazing season.
Isn't it? Absolutely sensational. Your best bet coming up in the next race 3, number 2, about 5 minutes away. Greg
Fragonard for me, race 3, number 2, now with Darren Beedman, of course, and Andrew Mellion in form to ride, so let's hope Fragonard can get the chockies.
And we might go down to you, Poss, because we might need your microphone just to pick up this national anthem, big fella, if you might be able to get up there and get close enough to the singer. But this is not the Casey, but the South Eastern Football Netball League have just entered the arena for this big clash, which is going to kick off in about 5.
Everybody to be upstanding, and for the playing of the national anthem, please take off your hat.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you, Christina Keane, the lovely rendition of the national anthem. And invite the umpires to go half either way and shake hands with the team. As they're doing that, today's match will be 20 minutes plus time on, 4 quarters. If at the end of the day there is a draw, the match will continue until with 5 minutes either end, and then at the end of the second period, if scores are still left, I invite the captains to just come over please for the toss of the coin. Rory Taggart from Hampden Football Netball League and Brandon Osmond from SEFNL.
We are going to kick off proceedings here very, very shortly. The toss of the coin will come. The umpires are going to go down the line now and just shake the hands. You mentioned before, great to see Shorty Anderson as a runner for the Bottle Greens. Wasn't he a superstar in the old Hampden Interleague days?
Oh, brilliant. And didn't he love his Hampden League football? And at this level, absolutely excelled as well. So, yep, great to have Shorty out running around today.
And joining him as a joint runner will be Paul Peakin from the Cobden Bombers. So he was one of the 2 emergencies that came up with the club, or the league, and he's going to be doing the other runner's role as well, which is great. So it keeps him involved, which is great for young Pico.
And good that they come and made the trip, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really fantastic. So we wish them all the best of luck. And the big man, Big Brandon, I don't know whether he's going to go up into the commentary, into the coach's box. He's just going to... No, he looks like he might be going up. Yeah, he's going to go up. So the boys are all pumped. They've wished him all the best of luck. And, well, this is what it's all about, isn't it? This is where the time to shine. He did have a bit of a lockout there the last bit. They tell me that he did give the boys a fair G up down there, boys, in the rooms.
There was no grey area with Brownie. It's very straightforward, and he tells them what he wants. Just in the forward line for the Bottle Greens, the talls that'll be starting. Sandy Robertson, Jeremy Hawser and Jackson Homer will be the talls. Timmy McIntyre and young Paddy Anderson's going to be in the forward line also, and just in midfield with Jackson Bell, Hussey, Taggart, Saunders, Jard Anderson, as we said before. So they've got some good run there, so should be a great game of footy, boys.
No, it's going to be an absolute cracker. Make no mistake about it. So they're just going out into their positions, having their last little chat together as a group. And this Bottle Greens group, boys, I reckon has come together magnificently well. Look, they look pretty close and they're pretty tight, aren't they, Hilly?
Oh, absolutely. And as I said throughout the course of the week, that everyone's just bought into it, haven't they? They've just bought in, all the guns have bought in. And I think, it epitomises of what they're trying to do, the Hampden League, and get themselves back up the ladder. And what Tim McIntyre's done, that's I didn't know that until you said that before, big fella. And I reckon it's enormous, because I know that Timmy's great friends with Bernie Vince, and that would have been a special occasion for him and Bernie. But for him to want to play Interleague, it's huge.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely, it is huge. And 4 in the commentary box and 1 on the boundary today. And as I said before, Lockie Rook covering the Warrnambool District Football Netball League Interleague clash for us. We'll have scores all afternoon. That game starts at 2 o'clock and is up at the Reed Oval. So if you're floating around Warrnambool and you're doing nothing today, then please head up to the Reed Oval and check out that clash. The Warrnambool District Football Netball League taking on Maryborough Castlemaine.
Absolutely, and possibly might go down to you on the boundary and just inform us on who the bench players are for the Hampden League. Who's starting off?
Oh, now you put me out of the pump. Hilly looks like he's Tommy Feely, Nick Thompson,
Liam Hoy.
Who else is there? Liam Hoy, and also Adam Irons are on the bench for the Bottle Greens boys.
And the toss?
The toss, well, they haven't tossed the coin on the ground, I don't think. They might have done it. But
beforehand.
Yeah, beforehand. But I would imagine the South East boys will probably won the toss, because they're kicking to that Cranbourne-Berwick Road end of the stadium, and the Bottle Greens are going to the Bass Strait end. So I would assume, going by that, there is a slight advantage to that end. I would imagine they probably won the toss, boys. That was Brandon Osborne, is the captain of the South East League.
Yep. Fantastic. Right, good stuff, boys. And, of course, the big ruckman in there is number 23 for the South Eastern Football League, which is Big Troy Thal wearing the gloves. So we won't miss him, Hilly, this afternoon. Big Levi there, he looks like a man mountain. Big Thal will be going, what am I coming up against here? He's a tree hugger.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, the one to watch out for, boys, is number 33, Sean Maruzic.
Yep.
He's played a bit of football over at West Perth in the Waffle, so
some good raps
one to watch out for.
Plays midfield too, Hilly, so look out for him.
Yeah, big boy, 6'3", 6'4", so all's in readiness, and can't wait for Interleague football. Taggart's in there, so is James Hussey, Levi Dare, and let's get Interleague underway. And Dare got the first tap down, trapped there by, that was Collins, got the handball out, finds a teammate. There's Battle just underneath the football. Nice bit of handball there, work from the Hampden Bottle Greens. They go on that outer side. Wines as a target, diving mark, just touched over line. We'll have a boundary throw in. But already some quick movement here in the Interleague footy.
And I can just see Eyes and also Alan Blackburn, a bit of a mismatch there. Heusler, he's got a fair height advantage against his opponent down there in the forward line, so that could be a matchup they might get onto early. There's McIntyre for the Bottle Greens. Quick handball out. Who's there? It's gathered by South Eastern. That is their number 1 in Nick Battle. He's kick smothered. Well done that time by Hussey. He's nice and hard at the football. It's a scrappy little affair to start this contest, but South Eastern go into attack, Hilly.
Yeah, they do. Bounces awkwardly. Nice pick up there by Smith, just trying to do a bit of body work. Good kick there from Collins, inside forward 50. Harry Lee punches away. Well received there by Richardson. Snaps around the corner, but a minus score. So the first scoring opportunity going to South East. They go to 1 behind on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. Hampden yet to score. We've played just over a minute. And Possum Kelly, already some fast pace football played there on the boundary side, thanks to Cobbs Bakery.
Yeah, and I think that's probably what we're going to get for the South East boy. Well, both sides, I guess, Hilly, if they try to get the ball into some space, we're going to see some real hard, fast-running footy today.
Nice little kick there by Jason Saunders, who spots up O'Connor. He goes inboard to Harry Lee. Harry Lee now gets a handball to Hussey. Hussey to Saunders, who's ran on. He's got some toe. Kick smothered. Wines is in there. He goes and gets it again, though, Saunders. That's touch number 3. He's got players inboard. One of them's Rory Taggart. It's intercepted. No, he goes and gets it again. He's wrapped up. Stacks on the mill, and umpire says, give it to me. We are going to have a ball up, and that is virtually smack bang on centre wing in front of the commentary position here at Casey Fields, all the way down to Cranbourne. Big Levi Dare wins a tap down. Thal goes in and gets a football. He's sitting over it. Could have been penalised. Umpire said no. Hussey's in there. Here's Saunders again. He's been busy. He's wrapped up. Dinger Bell's in there for the Bottle Greens. Gathered, though, by Battle. Battle kicks on the left foot. Down the line. Mooney's there, and he sees the ball out of bounds, and we're going to have a ball up 40 metres out. The South Eastern Football Netball League attacking 50.
Absolutely. So another inside forward 50. Battle's been busy for the South East League. So here they go. And the tap down there by Dare. Saunders at the fall of the football, trying to trap it and get that handball out, but he's tackled immediately and pushed in the back. Free kick will go to Saunders. Blackie, who's been very prominent early for the Bottle Greens.
He has, mate, playing on this side. The wing, he's got a licence to run when we know he can run, so they just haven't had it inside their 50. South East have had it in there twice for 1 point, but just finding their feet a little bit at the moment, the Bottle Greens.
So just maintaining possession. Daisy cut a kick there to Harry Lee. Good enough to recover. Got the handball out to Hussey, but a free kick, that's holding the ball, and it's going to go to South East, and it's going to go to number 6, Andrew Dean, who plays for Terraden Delmore. He'll look to kick the first goal in Interleague football here this afternoon at Casey Fields, 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. It's going to take a pretty good kick here in these immaculate conditions at Casey Fields. So Dean looking to get the first goal on the board. He'll kick from about 45 metres, puts a lot of effort into it. Pretty good kick off the boot. There's the first of the day, and South East get first blood. They go to 1-1-7. Hampden yet to score, 3.5 minutes gone in the Warrnambool Jeep first term. Alan Blackburn, Greg Kelson, special comments.
Yeah, it's 3 times inside 50 now for the South East, and they've kicked 1-1. As we said, the Bottle Greens just haven't found that, they're just feeling around and haven't had much possession. Actually, Josh Saunders has probably had half the possessions for Hampden so far, but still finding their feet, haven't been inside 50, and the South East have started really well, Greg.
Yeah, they have. I think it's just important they get a bit of football forward, of course, now, Hampden, and try and hit back immediately, Blackie.
Well, here they go into attack again by Maruska. It's not a good kick. Here's Jackson. No, it's Paddy Anderson, coming in there is Anderson. Good gather. He gets it back to Mulroney. Mulroney goes inboard to Batten. He gathered. He's wrapped up. So's Dallas Moody. The pressure's been good from South Eastern here. Dare gets it back to Saunders. Saunders back to O'Connor, and they're going to steady the ship here. Yes, they are. And Hussey will take a nice mark right in front of the commentary box on centre wing.
Yeah, defensive side of centre wing. So Hussey will go down the line. Matty Wines is a target. Couldn't take the mark. Trying to work hard there was number 25, and that's Collins. Ball hits the deck. Nice bit of work there by Bowd. He's been tackled there, and that's holding the ball. Jackson Bell for the Hampden Bottle Greens. Looks to play on at all costs. Centres the kick. The lead looking there is McIntyre, but it's chopped off, and Jake Smith will take the mark at centre half back.
Straight into our Dim Sims, Alan Blackburn too. No mixing around from the big fella. They'd be frightened to get some, Blackie. I love your work, big boy. Here go the South Eastern Football League. It's big foul. Foul goes back to big Ruckman. All under pressure, but a nice kick and a nice mark's been taken out there by Risley. That is Michael Risley. He kicks down the line looking for options. Good kick, and he spots up a teammate there, and that is, I think it's number 25 in Michael Collins. Collins plays on, kicks to the true centre half forward, but there's no one home for South Eastern. Oh, terrible play there. Straight out the back. Brady won't be happy with that. And there's a second goal of the day, and that goes to Jakey Smith from Pakenham. And that was just lazy defensive work there. The 3 Bottle Greens just virtually let it bounce and went through. You can never let the football go through.
Well, they were in the right position, Matty. There was 3 of them there that were closer to the football, and like you said, they've let it bounce through. Number 1 rule as a defender is not to let the ball behind you. Well, the 3 of them let it behind then, and of course it was a dead easy goal for Casey. So they really do have to hit back here, mate, without stating the obvious. But we've got a game in our hands here. This mob have started really, really powerfully, Matty.
2-1-13. They lead South East. Hampden yet to score. We'll go down to you soon. Possum on the boundary thanks to Coles Bakery. Quick kick out of the pack there by Bell. Trying to be trapped there by Hussey. Thompson in the midfield group. Now Anderson bombs it inside forward 50. He's targeted. His target and tag does well. But Umpire says, no, you've pushed him in the back. And a free kick will go to Blackwood for the South East League. Goes out wide. He'll find Collins. And Collins takes a nice mark. Looking to play on. Goes inboard. Short kick. Good lead. And a nice mark taken there by Richardson, who's been promising. He'll look to go inside forward 50. Lee for the big spoil. Punches nicely. Running onto it now is Lang. He's getting the pressure put on by the Hampden Bottle Greens. Quick snap out of the pack for a goal. Goes across the face and hits the boundary line post. And we'll have a boundary throw in deep inside the forward 50 for South East.
They just need to get their hands on, just steady the ship a little bit here, boys, don't they? They just need to slow the football down, slow the tempo down here, boys.
Just a few quick centre stats. 5 inside 50s for the South East for their 2 goals. Just one inside 50 for a big rebound straight away. So really haven't haven't had him in there at all, the Handman League.
And another boundary throw-in, so secondary bounce. We will be about 15 metres out from the southeastern forward line, or forward 50. And as I said, it's been all the southeastern, so they lead 2-1-13.
They're ringing a few changes here too, southeast. They're not frightened to be ripping them on and off the ground pretty smartly here.
Absolutely they are. And we have played 8 minutes in our first quarter here in the Hamden Interleague clash between the Bottle Greens and the Southeastern Football League.
So here they go, the ruck duel, and Dare does the tap down nicely, looking for a teammate in Saunders who's been good. Just that second effort once again, but he sees the ball go over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw in about 30 metres around from the southeast goal. Possum will go down to you, thanks to Coles Bakery on the boundary.
Yeah, good on you, Hilly. I think the biggest difference so far has actually been the cleanness of the southeast boys. When the Handle League boys get it, their skill levels just letting them down a little bit.
They got the loose man back now. The ball's in the hand of Bowd. He'll run for 50. Has a look at goal. Pretty good kick off the boot, and Bowd kicks the goal for the southeast.
Oh, geez, that's a good goal.
That's a great goal. And they go to 3-1-19 southeast. Hampton yet to score. We've played 8.5 minutes in this first term, brought to you by Warrnambool Jeep and Alan Blackburn. That's certainly not the start that the Hampton Interleague team would love today.
Yeah, they're not only clean, they're southeast, but they're really putting the pressure on. Every time Hampton get the ball, they're got numbers and really putting the pressure on them. They've had no fluency, but look, it'll come. And just got to make the most of it when it comes. But at the moment, southeast started really well, and they're all over the Bottle Greens.
Well, we sat in that meeting yesterday, and I'd say the 7th defender, boys.
He'll be back now.
Going back. That Dallas Mooney, I reckon, will play that floating role because they'll just want to steady the ship. No decisions off the umpire here, boys. No. It has been all one-way traffic at the moment, but the free kick's been paid, and it's going to go to Southeastern. So they're right in the centre of the ground. Kick out to the half-forward position, going back. Well read that time by Tommy Batten over the top to Mulroney. He's got McIntyre inboard. He's got a little bit of space and time. Kicks to the half-forward line. Coming over the top was Heusler. Also there is Taggart just overrunning the football there. For the Bottle Greens was the big man, and that is Sandy Robertson. The ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a ball up. So the Southeastern Football League 3-1-19. The Hampden Bottle Greens yet to score. 10 minutes into the first quarter, Trent Hill.
Absolutely. So here's Horser. He's going to do the ruck work in the forward line. Just giving Big Levi a chance. It's just set back. So Horser getting front position. Gets the hands down to Paddy Anderson. Snap around the body by young Anderson. Doesn't make the distance. Good work there by Taggart. It's trapped. Soccer's off the ground. Smothered there by Southeast. Kicking in danger. The umpire calls it. And the free kick's going to go to Risley on that back pocket.
Wicked can they?
This is press red for it. This is terrible. We can give it to them.
Here they go. Inside 50 once again. Holmer's going to take on 3. Jack couldn't quite take the mark. Horsley coming in. Ball hits the deck. Taggart snaps. Smothered off the boot. They're getting chances here, the Hampton League. Anderson. Taggart just fell through his hands. Tackled there is McIntyre. They're relentless. And I'll tell you what, it's a free kick.
Finally.
And it's going to go to the Bottle Greens.
Hallelujah.
And McIntyre will look to kick from 30 metres out and look to kick the first for the Bottle Greens here this afternoon at Casey Fields.
Well, I'll tell you what, the free kick count is 1-7. So I keep an eye on that stat. Blackies, all thanks to Synod Stats, big fella. So Timmy McIntyre, the T-Mac, otherwise known as Death, comes in, kicks on its way. He shanked it. He has absolutely shanked it. And it has gone through for a minor score.
That was a deadly kick.
It was a deadly kick. So the Hampden Football Level League 1 behind 1 point. The Southeastern Football League 3-1-19. 11 minutes into the first term. That's on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. Trent Hill.
McDermott kicks in, but not a great kick. That's a mark. Absolutely, that's a mark. And Jackson Bell,
You're on
48 metres.
bloke.
Oh, I'm not trying to be, but that was certainly a mark. And Bell gets it straight to Tommy Batten. Launches from 50 metres out, but just pushed it to the left, and a minor score. So the Bottle Greens 2 behind. Southeast
keep it in there though.
3-1-19 on the Shojan Concrete scoreboard. Blackie.
Yeah, just down to you, Poss. Is there a bit of breeze there, mate, or the kicks seem to be holding up a little bit? But
yeah, as I said there pre-game, Blackie, marginal to that northern end, but what's happening here?
Boys, it's coming back to Jackson Bell. So it's still 1 behind. So Bell will look to go inside forward 50 now and get another chance. So Bell about 50 metres out. Short kick on the lead of a teammate of the Bottle Greens. That's Taggart. Nice diving mark. And that could be a Zombrero highlight of the day contender. That was a nice mark. Looks to play on from 30 metres out. Rory Taggart kicks the first. No, he pushes it to the right. and a 9 score. So they do go to 2 behinds the Bottle Green. South East 3-1-19. 12 minutes gone. First term action brought to you by Warnell Jeep. Greg Iskelson.
Yeah, look, they've got to make the most of it. What they are struggling with a little bit here, as good as they've been, the South East, they haven't exactly got it right coming out from fullback.
No, they have not. It's hard, I suppose, when you whack blokes together sometimes, isn't it? Here they go, though. Big kick out from full-back. Well done by Nick Thompson. Big Levi. Oh, he's going to meet someone hard. The lad looked up to him. Thought, hang on a minute. That was great stuff by Big Levi. Stacks on the mill. And the umpire says, give it to me, boys. So the Bottle Greens 2 behind, 2 points. They trail the South Eastern Football League 3-1-19. That's on the Shojan Rock Art Concrete scoreboard. And I thought we had a new sponsor, Davey Drinkle, doing a little bit of work last night. Bodyline might have been on board for season 2017, but it's the Sombreros player today.
So we'll have yeah, nice work there, Fitzy. So Dare back in the ruck contest there, trying to grab it out there for South East was Clark, and everyone's just bottled up once again. We'll have another stoppage right inside the centre square. 13 minutes gone. South East 3-1-19. Hampden 2 behind.
Yeah, Hampden League had just slowed the game down a little bit, which is what they had to do the last 2 or 3 minutes, and playing a little bit more on their terms. Right,
it looks like they got that one loose in the defence, South East. Good bit of work there by Jackson Bell. Punched away there by McDermott. Working hard there was Holmer. In there is Wind as well for the Bottle Greens. He's trying to get it out. Unable to do so.
Can you remember in yesterday's meeting, Brandy actually said, there might be at stages, boys, we need to slow the contest down.
Yeah.
You remember him talking about that? And he's spot on. And to their credit, the boys have actually done that here. So Big Levi there gets it down to McIntyre.
Oh, good work.
Well done, Timmy McIntyre. Goes in, Border Saunders. He's been busy. Oh, a little kick. Nice little bit of play. Doesn't find Thompson, though. It's been gathered by Taggart. He's been busy, too, for the Bottle Greens. Wrapped up. Oh, well done. That time, I think it's Jackson Bell. Quick snap out of the pack. Is it going to have the leg? No, it's not. And a nice mark's been taken by Michael Reesley for the South Eastern Football League.
Jellyman turn and comes out of defence. Nice kicks, finds Cody. Immediate handball to a teammate. Back to Cody. Now they've got the numbers. Nice bit of work here by, that was Jellyman Turner. He'll go to a teammate inside forward 50. Getting back there was Dallas Mooney, pushing it back. And a free kick to Dallas Mooney. And they've got a few left footers here, the South East League. Short kick, finds Batten on centre wing, goes down the line. Good kick, and finds Sandy Robinson.
Isn't he the bronze Adonis, Sandy?
Absolutely.
He's taken over from Hazy, hasn't he?
So Sandy Robertson on centre wing, looking to go forward, bombs it long. They have got that number back. Wines has come in. Nice mark taken there. That was play on, the umpire said. Wines does the tackling work for the Bottle Greens. He's wrapped up, and Poss and Kelly on the boundary will go down to you, thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, no, you're spot on there before, Blakey. They have settled a little bit, haven't they? And they just need to make these opportunities they're getting when they get into the forward line. They need to nail one and nail it pretty soon.
Starting to get their hands on the footy, a couple of repeat entries, Poss. So, and they've changed their forward line up a bit. It's made it a bit smaller.
This bloke's been good, Tommy Batten, too. He plays on quickly to Saunders. He's been busy. A little chip kick over the top to Snooze Wines. He didn't snooze this morning. He was up nice and early. He gets it back to Saunders. Saunders now. Oh, not a good kick, Jace. And it's been cut off there. And that is player number 20, which is Jakey Bowd, who plays on quickly. He's got a player on, and that is Reesley. Reesley's been good. Handball over the top to McKenna. McKenna on again, and that is to McDermott, not Craig. And that is McDermott. And a nice mark's been taken by Dallas Mooney across half-back.
Counter-attack, boys.
Absolutely. Good kick, and he finds Wines to Batten, who's been busy. He's
in trouble.
Dangerous. Can he get the handball out? He does. Umpire says play on. Now the South East League look to build through Maruzic. He can go from 50 if he wants to. Short kick, but intercepted once again by Mooney. And Mooney does well for the Bottle Greens in defence. They trail by 17 points. 16-minute mark of the first term. He goes to switch kick and goes short. Finds Liam Hoy. A late inclusion. Harry Lee now. Just a little bit indecisive of where he wants to go. Options just waiting for something to appease him. Goes short. Good kick and finds Hussey. Hussey across half back. And Hussey will just look to slow things down, Blackie.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Southeast are running hard. They're covering their... when they get the ball, they're really attacking. And when they have to defend, they're pushing back really hard. So they're working really well, the Southeast.
And the other thing that looks pretty obvious to me, and perhaps the reason for the really good starters, I reckon they know this ground so well. They seem to be finding the right little pockets of space, don't they? So Hampden League, though, at least have pulled it back onto their terms in the last 10 minutes.
I wonder if they can get a goal and get it back within a couple of kicks. They've done a pretty good job here, the Bottle Greens. Oh, big fist away. No, good mark in front. Probably should have been the fist that time by Mooney. And the mark's been paid to Rutherford. So Bryce Rutherford, he's from Berwick. He's taking the mark. He's going to kick from just inside 50. We have played 7.5 minutes at Southeast 3-1-19. The Bottle Greens 2 behind, 2 points. So Rutherford comes in, just checking the mark once again.
That'd have to be a tough shot from there, Stewie.
You'd have so in that pocket, eyes, Kelson. And not an easy shot here. Looks like a long way out. The kick's on its way. The big men go up. Big fist over the top. Well done that time by O'Connor. And he sees it through from minor score. So Southeast 3-2-20. They lead the Hampden Bottle Greens 2 behind, 2 points. That is at the 18-minute mark, and that is on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard.
Here's Dallas Mooney to do the kick-in duty. Skill level's been really good today, young Dallas. They've identified him as the one that they want to get things going through across that defensive line. Good kick, finds Saunders, goes immediately to Harrington, the 1-2. Now we'll go out of half-back. Harrington, good kick. Robinson in front takes a nice strong mark, and he'll look to play on immediately. Handballs to Taggart. Beautiful. Goes to Hussey. They look good here, the Bottle Greens. One-on-one, McIntyre does a bit of something. Yes! There he goes! Nice work.
Didn't McIntyre give him something? He was out of the contest and still got the boot on it.
And a nice bit of roving by the little man by the name of Paddy Anderson.
Yeah, the Andersons know how to rove. There's no doubt about that.
And that's the first for the Bottle Greens. 1-2-8. They trail Southeast 3-2-20. 18 minutes gone. Possum Kelly on the boundary thanks to Cobbs Bakery.
Exciting. Yeah, really good effort there by McIntyre to just to create that contest. Absolutely. And then for Paddy Anderson to just be exactly where a little man and an opportunistic type player should be. Well done.
No, and of course Paddy Anderson had a fantastic interleague game last year. Kicked 4 or 5 goals from memory. Here they go. Big Hoyslers into the ruck now for the Bottle Greens. Can they pinch another one before quarter time? Punching it forward is Anderson. Wines is there for the Bottle Greens. Well done by Sandy Robinson. Good hand pass. He's that man again, Anderson. He slipped over. Well done there by the Casey defence. And they're going to steady the ship. Yes, I think they are.
They're all over
the pressure is on here.
Great.
Here goes McIntyre. He's tripped. He's legged. Umpire said, I agree with you, big fella. And he's going to get the free
Isn't
kick.
he fired?
He plays on quick. McIntyre snaps around the body. And there's another one. 2 in a minute. We're on fire.
You're on fire.
Get the fire extinguisher.
But much needed, Blackie, and that was a nice goal. And I'll tell you what, McIntyre just won out. So strong in that upper body, isn't he?
He's given him something to kick to. And Sandy Robinson the same. I reckon his first couple of grabs there, he beat 3 opponents last time, and they've really put our Hampden League Bottle Greens back into the game.
Yeah, I think the forward pressure is really good, and they've changed it up a bit. Haven't been so top heavy, so I think that's helped. Horsler into the ruck, and looking good, the boys.
So 3-2-20 Southeast, 2-2-14 Hampton. Inside 50, Holmer the one out. Holmer out in front. McIntyre one again, maybe in the back, trying to get it out. McKenna there for Southeast. That's what they're working hard. Oh, look at him go again. Once again, that was McIntyre. McIntyre, I should say. Ball looking to go into hand of Saunders. He'll go to Wines on his preferred left. Snaps around the body. Wines up there with Robinson. Rose couldn't quite get it. Defence working well there for Southeast. McKenna will clear. Short kick. Intercepted.
Under pressure here.
And a nice mark taken there by Jard Anderson. The Cobden Bomber will look to kick from about 35 metres out. 45-degree angle.
He's a lovely kick, this kid.
He is. He is.
I don't moz him at all, but he's a beautiful kick.
And I'll tell you what, this will equal things up here at Casey Fields. So Anderson coming in from 35, comes off the boot and just slews it to the left, and a minor score. 2-3-15, 3-2-20 Southeast. 21 minutes gone in this first term. That's on the Shojan Concrete scoreboard. We're in the Warrnambool Jeep first quarter.
And the big bloke up in the box would be pretty happy with just the pressure that Hampden League have put on in the last
10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they've found their feet a bit, haven't they? Starting to get their hands on the footy a bit.
They have. Here goes Southeast, and no, the ball's going to go out of bounds. We're going to have a ball up about 70 metres out from the Bottle Greens attacking 50. We've played 21.5 minutes, and it's the South Eastern Football League 3-2-20. They lead the Bottle Greens 2-3-15. It's been a topsy-turvy first quarter. The South Eastern Football League on fire early, but the Bottle Greens working back into the contest. Here goes South Eastern though. Little kick down the line. That was by Cody. Nice little kick at the end, but it's just going to go for the hands of O'Connor for the Bottle Greens. He gets it back to the grub Mulroney, and the umpire sees bucked out a free kick. So the free kick count, Black, is all thanks to Sinnott Stats.
Yeah, I think they're up to 8, and we're up to 4 now, mate. So we're really flying now.
We're back in the contest. Here's Liam Hoyt. Nice kick that time by Mulroney. He's got Mooney on. Oh, under pressure a little bit. He got the free kick. Probably lucky.
Mooney started pretty well too. I've got to say.
He plays that general sort of role, doesn't he, down back?
Here we go.
So this bloke, Tommy Batten, he runs through the middle. Lahoisler's the target. Good kick. It was picture perfect. Gets it to Taggart. Taggart now, 55 out, looking for the deaf man. It goes over his head. He's good enough to go and get it again. Oh, he's been good, McIntyre. He spins around a couple. He gets the handball. He puts him under a little bit of pressure in Hussey, and I'm sure the umpire's going to say, give it to me, boys.
No.
Homer's in there. It's come out again. He's wrapped up Hussey. Oh, surely. We want a free kick.
Oh, he's put one. Oh, he's going the other way though. Oh,
it's a ruffle.
Yeah.
No, they're doing a good job.
I tell you what, they're under pressure, these boys.
No, you're right. You're right. It is a raffle.
The Bottle Greens have absolutely lifted the intensity. Just remember, Blackie, we are streaming live on the web, I think, as we speak, so we better be careful, big fella.
We better lock a car. Is the car locked?
Here we go. So
The car's gone.
It's up on
It's locked up in Frankston.
here's Jackson Bell, got it to Hussey, handballs to McIntyre, back to Bell. He can launch from 45, kicks to the square. Robinson's there, but getting back was Risley, and punched it over the line for a minor score.
Aren't we looking dangerous though now?
Oh, yes.
I tell you what, just their stoppage work at the Hampden, they just seem very organised and probably winning that all-important stoppages around the ground, aren't they?
Having enormous trouble bringing it out of full back here, South East. Enormous
the
trouble.
pockets seem long, don't they? The goals look like they're going to make it, and then they don't make it, so it's a fairly deep, wide
I
ground.
reckon the Bottle Greens are kicking into a slight little breeze here too in the first quarter, so no doubt at all. Here comes Tommy Batten. He's been fantastic in this quarter. Cut off though that time. Well done by the South East. Could have got the free kick. Umpire said no, give it to me, and we're going to have a ball up on that far outer side, right on centre wing. South Eastern 3-2-20. They lead the Hampden Football Netball League 2-4-16 on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. 24 minutes into the first term here in our Hampden Interleague game.
Yeah, Sorozinski got the handball there, but intercepted by Taggart. Goes to half forward. Robinson one-on-one. Nice bit of work there by Wallace. Chasing the ball now was Adam Wines. Can he keep it in? They do, but it's a hotly contested football. I reckon we'll have a ball up. About 60 metres out, Blakey, from the Bottle Greens goal. 24 minutes gone, 4 points to the margin.
Yeah, Taggart's last 5 minutes has been really good, hasn't he? He's got his hands on it a lot, but they're getting repeat entries. That's the big key, and if they just steady and get a few clear running goals, they could build up a bit of momentum.
Here they go through Thal, looking to kick to number 2 and Quirk. It was a daisy cutter kick and unable to scoop it up on the half volley. And on that outer side wing, we'll have a boundary throw-in. So 25 minutes ticked over. 3-2-20 South East. Hampden 2-4-16. Good game of footy here at Casey Fields.
It absolutely it is. Bathed in sunshine out here at Casey. First time we've ever been out. He could possibly be the last, I'd say. But it is magnificent. Oh, it's just a long drive for us from the other side of Western Victoria. Here's Rory Taggart. He kicks long and strong, looking for that man Robinson. Just falls short, so that wind is a little bit of a factor. Hussey's in there. He gathers. Oh, well done. Beautiful kick. Not 15. Wines goes bang. Left foot goal. Yes. And they are all over him. The Bottle Greens have hit the front. They go to 3-4-22. They lead South Eastern 3-2-20. And that's on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. I thought early days, boys, we're in for a shamozzle here. But it's the tables have turned.
You know what? Let's see what South East can produce now.
Absolutely.
Because the boot's totally on the other foot, Matty, as far as pressure goes. So it will be very interesting.
Let's go down to Possum Kelly on the boundary, thanks to Coles Bakery. What's going on down there, Possum?
Yeah, sorry, Hilly. Yeah, you're right. They've done very, very well, the boys here, because as you mentioned, Stewie, that breeze may have sprung up just a little more since the start of the game. So they've settled nicely, and they're well on top at the moment, aren't they?
Here they go, a nice clearance there, and they work it back. Hussey to Saunders. Good kick, and finds McIntyre. Easy within range too. Looks to centre the kick.
Beautiful.
Big Levi's. Taken there. No.
Umpire's played on.
Oh, he thought Dare must have had the fair bite of the cherry, but Taggart Was unable to be paid the mark, but we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50 once again. We'll get Sinner to count and stats. Tapped down by Dare. Kicked out of defence by South East. Soren Zinski looks to trap it. Couldn't. Hawser picks it up. He's tackled immediately there by the South East team. And we'll have a throw up about 65 from the Hampton goal. Some Sinner to count and stats there, Blackie.
Yeah, mate, spooky Sinner stats. Centre clearances 4-3 Handren's way. Inside 50s 13 to the Bottle Greens and 9 to South East. So I think they had the last 9 inside 50s, boys.
Oh, here goes McIntyre again. That is touch number 8. Beautiful kick to the Bronze Adonis.
He's been terrific, Robinson.
That is big Sandy Robinson. He swings around on the left boot, kicks to the hot spot, Taggart's the target, just edging his opponent under the ball. He gathers. He gets it to McIntyre. No! How good's he been? He's been dangerous, hasn't he? The T-Mac just stepping it up a notch here in interleague football.
And this is a T-Mac what we haven't seen the last 3 years, just due to injury or whatever, but I'll tell you what, I'm liking this T-Mac.
This game's under the belt. That's what he needs, and that's why that was a big reason for today. And plus, he wanted to represent his league, of course. So hope he can see it out, the T-Mac.
And he did have a curfew last night. He abided by it, which is fantastic. Big fly there right in front of the commentary box. Here's Maruzak. He gets a handball. He's under pressure now, aren't they? They're everywhere around in the Bottle Greens at the moment. Well done to Mulroney. He never shirks an issue. Handball to Feel. He wasn't quite good. Didn't hit the target. Well done there, Liam Hoy. Hussey, you're strong, son. You're too strong today. And a beautiful kick down to that man. And
great communication.
Great communication there. And Rory Taggart just called Sandy Robinson out of that contest and said, I've got this one, big fella, and I'm going to go back and have a shot on a pretty tight angle, about 40 metres out.
Yeah, let's ride it home with him. Rory Taggart, the captain of the Bottle Greens for 2017. He'll kick from 40. Tight angle, comes in, works it around. Will it make the distance? He'll fall short. Big fly by Dare. Tries to do a bit of soccer work. Goal, no, touched on the line. And a minor score to the Bottle Greens, who have been excellent in this last 15 minutes. 3-6-24, they lead South East 3-2-20. 29 minutes almost gone in this first term. Brought to you by Warrnambool Jeep, Clinton Bolsh and the team. And the kick-in mark there by Jackson Bell, who's been very good as well, Blackie.
He has, mate, and they've got another mark inside 50. McIntyre's taken a mark 35 metres out. There goes
How good a finish to the quarter. I reckon that siren couldn't have come soon enough for South East Footy League, as it turned out. They've just been under the absolute hammer for 15 minutes here.
And our man Timmy McIntyre, boys, going to have a kick after the siren. So the T-Mac, he's about 30 metres out directly in front. This is a big kick. Comes in, kicks on its way, just fading to the right. Yes, it goes through for a minor score. So Hampden, although they kick bad, 3-7-25, they lead the South Eastern Football League 3-2-20. That's on the Shojan Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. Let's go down to Philip Possum Kelly, who's got one of the assistant coaches, I believe, of the Hampden Bottle Greens.
Yeah, the boys haven't actually come out of the box at the moment yet, boys, but I've got Struthy here. Struthy, just a quick one, mate. Bit of a scrappy start, but the boys settled pretty well, didn't they, mid that quarter, and then got right on top in the last bit.
Yeah, look, we were really happy with the way they settled in the second half of the quarter. The first half, they were just a bit overzealous, but started to use the ball a lot better in that second part of the quarter, so happy with that.
And their movement in the forward line's been a lot better, isn't it? Like, McIntyre getting his hands on it, Holmes creating some contests, and Sandy Robinson's getting his hands on the footy too, so it obviously helps when your guns are getting the footy.
Yeah, absolutely, and not only that, they bring it to ground when they don't get it, and just the talk around it with Taggart their last bit, even though we didn't get the goal out of it, just being able to talk and use their voice has been really good.
Good on you, Stu. Thanks for your time, mate.
Great stuff. What a first quarter, because they covered us hard in that first 15 minutes, but the Bottle Greens responded, and I reckon Coach Jonathan Brown will be absolutely ecstatic with the way that the Bottle Greens did respond. So at quarter time, it is the Hampden Football Netball League 3-7-25. They lead the South Eastern Football League 3-2-20. We're going to take a break, come back with second quarter action on Hampden League Live.
3YB's Hampden League Live. For Warrnambool G, Sungold Milk, Bagness Rural and Harvey Norman Warrnambool. Tom Elliott.
TV is changing. Young people don't watch it the way previous generations did. Channel 10 is in the process of going down the plug hole. They don't get enough eyeballs in front of screens. Making local drama like Offspring, another one of their successful programs, is hideously expensive these days. They're required to have a large proportion of their programs local content that is made in Australia. Would you care if Channel 10 simply switched off? Because it is a very, very real possibility.
Tom Elliott from 3 p.m. weekdays on 882 3YB.
Great deal deals on everything laundry at Harvey Norman. Plus, bonus FBOSS gift cards on selected products. Simpson front loaders from $529 with bonus $40 FBOSS gift card. LG top loader just $549 with bonus $40 FBOSS card. King size Electrolux front loader $1,399 with bonus $110 FBOSS gift card. We can even arrange delivery and installation and removal of your old unit. Many more deals in store and online now at Harvey Norman.
Go, Harvey, go!
I'm Roma Britnell, your State Member of Parliament for South West Coast. I'm fighting for the things that matter for our community. A greater share of funding for our roads, upgrades to our rail line and our healthcare and education facilities. Tell me what matters to you. Give me a call on 5562 8230, send me an email or catch me on Facebook or Twitter. Together we can work to ensure South West Coast gets its fair share and is an even better place to live, work and raise a family.
Authorised by Roma Britnell MP, 94 Leidig Street, Warrnambool. Funded from Parliament Office and Communications Budget.
Sumitomo! Sumitomo! Either way, buy 3 Sumitomo Tour Plus tyres at Port Fairy Tyre and Battery and you'll get a 4th Sumitomo Tour Plus tyre for free. The 4th for free when you buy 3. Sumitomo at Port...
Smoking barbecue sauce. Hurry in and get yours now. For a limited time only at Subway. At participating restaurants.
Hi, I'm Jamie from Skinfit Body and Beauty. After a long week at work and a busy weekend with footy, family, mates and everything else, take some time to de-stress. At Skinfit Body and Beauty, girls and guys love our
Minute 40, lads.
Using all natural Australian skin juice products, or to really drift away, try one of our Indian head massages. Guys, squeeze some downtime into your week, book your relaxation treatment.
Then that dropped off, and also tackles 18 for the quarter, but he said majority of them were early.
Yeah, well, we were. In the end, we ended up starting to get second to the ball. So we allowed them to have the ascendancy and, you know, take that away from us. So we're just trying to address that now and get the ascendancy back in our favour and put a bit more scoreboard pressure on them.
On you, Matt. Thanks for your time. Back to you, boys.
Thank you, Possum. Nice work there on the boundary. Thanks to Coles Bakery. Early inside 50 for the South East League, and a real arm wrestle down in that contest, which forces a stoppage. Not many positional changes I can see for the Bottle Greens, especially Blackie.
No, mate. Still stuck with their forward line. The two tall, Sandy Robertson and Jackson Homer.
It's a free kick. Against us. Yeah, nice tap in there by Dare. Trapped by Saunders, but just looked to take on the Southeast opponent and just wasn't able to get the handball out. So a free kick will be awarded to Rutherford, Bryce Rutherford, who's a beautiful left foot kick for the Southeast League, trying to get them back into the lead in this country championships encounter. 11 versus 12 here at Casey Fields, the Hampton League up against the Southeast League. So Rutherford, he'll kick from every bit of 50 metres to start off this second term. Brought to you by Badeness Rural. Comes in, kicks to the top of the square, might fall a little bit short. Numbers there for the Bottle Greens. Nice bit of clearing work there by Batten on that outer side. Running hard as Matty Wines picks it up, just scooped it up and fell out of his hands. Nice handball there from the Bottle Greens, and that was Mulroney. Good work there by Hussey. Now they've out of half back and they'll go along centre wing. Wines has to take on two. Good punch away there in the end by, I think it may have been McDermott, and we'll have a boundary throw on that outer side wing.
Absolutely, we will, Trent. It is 3-7-25. The Bottle Greens, they lead the South Eastern Football Netball League 3-2-20. We've played 1.5 minutes into this second term, and that is all thanks to Badeness Rural. Roger Baden, the team, fantastic boys, and Big Nessie, absolutely superstars. His big Levi there gets a handball out to Jackson. Bell gets it to Hussey. Hussey now kicks down the line. Is it going to stay in? No, it isn't, and the free kick will go to the South Eastern Football League. And that'll be Troy Thal, I think the big man out there, is it? No, it might be player number 29, actually. And that is Daniel Battleglynn. So Battleglynn for the South Eastern Football League. Little kick, spots up a teammate. Nice kick it was. Long way over that other side of the
It
ground
is,
here,
I was
boys, isn't it?
Just thinking that, Stewie, it is a beautiful ground, but it's very wide, isn't it?
Goes inboard to Blackwood, so Blackwood for the South Eastern Football League. The tempo of this game...
Not free-flowing anymore, is it?
No, not at the moment. I reckon they're just trying to steady the ship a bit here. The South Eastern Football League gathered, though, by the Bottle Greens. Interception here. Well done that time. I couldn't quite pick up who it was. The handball's been intercepted, though. Goes back. That's Battlefield. He steps around one, steps around another. Kicks down the line. A nice mark has been taken by McDermott. So Troy McDermott on the left goes forward. They started off pretty well here, South Eastern. Well done by Harry Lee, though. And he goes back inboard. He's got a teammate there in Jard Anderson. Anderson out to another teammate in Mooney. Mooney goes out to Hussey. Good spoil.
Play on, he said.
It says play on the umpire, and we are going to have a ball up, though, on centre wing, right in front of the Shojan Rockhart concrete scoreboard, which sees the Bottle Greens lead by 5 points, Illy.
Yeah, it's been a good interleague game thus far, with the Bottle Greens taking that ascendancy later in that first term. So ball to be thrown in. Thal up against Dare, the two number 23s. Front position was Levi Dare. Coming through there was Collins. Batten picks up, or tries to pick up, may have been taken off the football. Ball comes out the back there to Saunders, who's good enough to get it to McIntyre. Long kick down to half forward. Bounces in favour of Batterglen. Reads it well. Nice handball there to Sorosinski. Comes into Collins inside the centre square. He'll go inside forward 50, looking for Big Dean. Couldn't quite take the mark. Nice work there by Smith. Smothered kick by the Bottle Greens, and it worked. Harrington does nicely, working hard to the contest now is Batten, and sees it over the boundary line for a boundary throw. And they're the 1%ers that make a huge difference, don't they, Ice Kelston? Those little things that can, I suppose, help you win rather than lose.
Well, that was the rule that we were talking about in the first quarter. Brett Harrington just made sure that ball was kept in front of him, give himself a chance, and terrific work there to prevent a goal, but it's fired straight back in there again, Trent.
It has a nice little quick kick out of the pack from that stoppage, and the mark has been taken by Andrew Dean from Torridon Delmore. So Dean is taking the mark about 30 metres out directly in front. This is a big kick to start this second term. The South Eastern Football League straight through the middle. He does not mess around as Dean. And the crowd, the large crowd here at Casey, that is goal number 2. For Dean, and a good start. So the South Eastern go to 4-2-26. They lead the Hampden Bottle Greens 3-7-25. A slow start to this second quarter, boys.
Yeah, second time now, the slow start for the quarter, but Andrew Dean just in front there of his opponent, and a quick kick come out of the pack, and he found himself in front 30 metres out and kicked a good goal. So the Bottle Greens only been inside 50 once for this quarter, and we've played 5 minutes. So they need to get their hands on the footy a bit again.
Good use of the corridor by Collins that last time around. Nice bit of work by Jackson Bell, who's been busy. And he's been pinged for holding the ball. I think it may have been Bell. It was against. It was.
Yeah, incorrect disposal.
And the free kick's going to go to Nick Battle. So Battle goes on that left boot, out of side, half forward flank, big fly. Nice work there by Anderson. At the fall, the football was Holmer. Works it back to a teammate. Now it's Anderson. 1-2. Thompson. Back to Anderson. They go down centre wing. Wines on the lead out in front. Couldn't take the mark. At his toes now was Hussey. Good handball looking for Paddy Anderson. McKenna's on his target. And McKenna does well, works it back, finds Blackwood. Now they'll work it back in defence. They'll look to go the switch kick to Sorensinski, and he spots him up in the defensive 50. He'll come out a little bit wider looking for Cody, and he spots him, and he's got a bit of run and dash about him. Cody goes down to half forward. It's a loose ball. Coming out there is Wallace. Nice pick up. Does well. Evades 1, evades 2. That was Richardson. Inside 50 he goes. Oh, not a great kick.
Wasn't good use of the football there. He had plenty of time, but unfortunately just wasn't able to use it the way he would have liked.
So Mooney plays on quickly, not a good kick. Homer's there, he gathers. Handball intercepted, they're under a bit of pressure here. Quick kick off the ground. Does it stay in? No, it doesn't. It's out of bounds on the full. I think he was a bit stiff there, but Harry Lee will get the resultant free kick for the Bottle Greens. Virtually in the last line of defence.
Levi Dare will be his target, I'm sure, in the long run.
He goes back inboard though to Homer. He's been busy enough, Jackson Homer. He's played a higher level of football, as we know. He's got Dare out here if he needs him. Not a good kick. Puts Saunders under pressure. He's got a man on out there in O'Connor. He's got a little bit of time. Well done.
Done the KB.
Ryan O'Connor kicks down the line, and you're right, Eyes. The big tree cutter in big Levi Dare was the target, and he ended up getting it. And isn't he a big man, big Levi? Kicks down the line now, Hussey. Over the top of his head, winds at the bottom of the pack. Quick kick out. The Bronze Adonis is the target. Well done this time. This backman, what's his name, Hilly? He's been good, 29.
Yeah,
Batterglin, he's been really solid, backing himself in. Free kicks come out. The Bottle Green supporter's not happy, and it goes to Nick Battle.
Yeah, so he'll go wide to Collins on that outer side wing. He's 100 kilos, and he plays in the midfield. He's using the ball nicely. Inside he goes. Dean's up there. Big fly. Couldn't quite take the mark. There was Batten. Got the handball out. Finds a teammate in Harrington. The 1-2 out of defence.
Good
Here
work,
they
Harrington.
go through Thompson. Short kick. Finds Paddy Anderson. He can run and carry if he wants with that big left foot. Bombs it inside looking for Robinson. One out. Paddles it forward. Robertson leading the chase. He'll soccer it off the ground, but he couldn't quite get it around into that goal square area. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Alan Blackburn for the Hampton Bottle Greens.
Great entry there, but they needed another Paddy Anderson up the ground to rove that, didn't they?
Yeah.
He kicked it in there, but they just needed another little forward there to rove that. But getting the hands on it, they just need to get on the scoreboard, though.
Well, what about our little man on the boundary? All thanks to Cobb's Bakery. What's happening down there? Big sidewinder.
It's a bit of a cloud starting to roll in, boys, from out the east. So we might get a little brief shower a little bit later on because it's getting quite gloomy here.
It is getting a little bit gloomy, that is for sure. Here they go, the Bottle Greens kick, quick kick out of the pack by Taggart. Goes through for a minor score, but that's their first score of the second term. So Hampden, 3-8-26. They trail the South Eastern 4-3-27. Bit of a lull at the start of this second quarter, boys, isn't it? The game was kind of frenetic early on. But,
not a great kick.
Not a good kick. It's going to be a free kick. Yes, it is.
It's a horrible kick.
And the free kick will go to Jard Anderson, who's been very, very good this afternoon for the Bottle Greens.
And our man's still sitting under the pole there, mate, in the dry air.
Can number 14.
He is having a great
That's
day.
thanks to Senate Accountant Stats.
That is right.
Big Tommy Batten, he's been good too for Hampden. He's about 60 out. He's just going to high up and under. Hoyser's going to fly from the side. Oh, someone plucked one. No, they haven't. Kicks come down. Who's at the bottom of the pack? Well done that time by the South Eastern Football League, and they're going to clear through Blackwood.
So Blackwood will come to centre wing, but it's going to be chopped off by that man Mooney for the Bottle Greens. He wants to play on. He's got options aplenty. Will he go short? Will he go long? He's just unsure. Told to play on. Sells a candy. Dallas Mooney. Inside 50. He goes to Homer. But working back there nicely was Risley. And he kicks out of defence, but it goes to Batten. He'll launch from 45 on the run, but goes out very wide. And he just sneaks in for a minor score. So the Bottle Greens add another point to their total. 3-9-27. South East 4-3-27. 9.5 minutes gone in this second term. Eyes Kelson.
Yeah, I just think the structures of Hampden have been really good down back where they, and I've harped on it a bit, but South East just really struggle to bring that footy out from the full back line. And Hampden, once they get it in there, they're able to keep it in there.
And another mistake there too by the South Eastern Football League, and I've just been informed, no more dim sims till half-time, boys, which is shattering here at Casey Fields.
It's funny that Double D's actually here and there's no more dim sims left.
And Blackie, you've got a mouthful of marbles, I reckon, there, big fella. Here they go. Saunders, though. He gets a handball over the top to little Paddy Anderson. Can he gather? Yes, he can. Gets it to Harrington. Kick smothered. Oh, that might have been Feely, actually. The South Eastern League getting back in numbers, and the ball goes out of bounds. We're going to have a ball up 20 metres out.
I'll tell you what, I reckon Saunders probably could have ran in and kicked that goal. He's probably just been a little bit too orientated, I reckon, on a couple of occasions.
And the other thing is, and it's let him down a couple of times today, just the handball was just a little errant and just missed the mark fractionally.
Robin's got the tap down, straight down to Risley. Ooh. It's taken there by McKenna. Works it nicely to Quirk. He'll go out of defence. The target now is Richardson. Good punch away there by the Hampden Bottle Greens. And that was Ryan O'Connor. I'll tell you what, for a big boy, O'Connor, he moves nicely, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he's having a terrific season, and really, he's got the points down there at the moment.
Absolutely, been very, very good. The boy from Terang Mortlake, Ryan O'Connor. So we'll have a boundary throw in on the attacking side of centre wing, outer side for the Bottle Greens. 11.5 minutes gone. It's 27 apiece. They go inside forward 50. They've got the loose defender in there, and Risley, who will bring it down to the broadcast side. He'll go the big kick. The target's going to be Clark. Not a great kick off the boot. Running hard here is Feely. The youngster from Hamilton just couldn't keep it in for the Bottle Greens. And we'll have a boundary throw in on the broadcast side here at Casey Field, Alan Blackburn.
Yeah, they're having repeat entries now is what they wanted, but they just probably need to get some reward on the scoreboard now. You know, just that kick going in forward. That's what they need to hit a target. Hadn't been many marks inside 50, so they just need to get an easy goal.
Here they go through Clark, the South Eastern Football League, but it's going to come
There
back
he is
because
again.
O'Connor, he's been enormous. He's got Mooney, Harry Lee this time. Harry Lee, the South Woolloomooloo Rooster, gets it to his teammate there in Saunders. Oh, they're on here in the overlap. Anderson, it's a foot race out there. Can he gather? Yes, he can. You know, he'll swing back inboard. Over the top to Harrington. Harrington looking for options. McIntyre won, but not a good kick. It's been cut off by Quirk. That's right, Dylan Quirk. He switches the football now. It goes out to Clark, who's got a little bit of space and time. Got a teammate on. He's going to use him, and that is Nick Lang. So Lang now across halfback for the South Eastern Football League, about to propel them into attack here.
Absolutely. He hasn't really got much to kick to. Richardson off with the lead. He'll go down the line now. And it's a 3-on-3 here. Good work there by Batton at the fall. The ball was Wines. Got it out to Saunders, who's had plenty of it, to Thompson. Goes handball to Harrington. Inboard to McIntyre. Back to Thompson. Short kick to half forward. Looking for the pacey Paddy Anderson. He socketed a little bit further than what he was attempting to. Handball there, intercepted. Here they go, Southeast through. Sorosinski goes to half forward. Good work there by Harry Lee. Dean reads it, saps around the corner and kicks his third for Southeast. They take the lead by 6 points.
He's been dangerous, hasn't he?
He has 5-3, 33 they lead. Hampton 3-9-27. And Harry Lee tried a good one-on-one tussle, but Dean just read it best off when it hit the deck there.
Yeah,
right?
just when it fell at the back of Harry Lee. Again, he was in trouble because he was caught out, though, just largely through to a little bit of poor disposal again in the middle of the ground where the ball was dropped in front of Paddy Anderson. He wasn't able to hang on to it, and it got turned over quickly, and all of a sudden it just opened up big time.
I reckon they're just overusing the footy a bit at the moment.
Yeah,
Boys, they're sharing it probably a little bit too much.
Giving it to someone who's stationary, and instead of that run-through player, that's what they need. But good pressure from the southeast in the middle of the ground.
Here's Heusler, wins it down this time for the Bottle Greens. Who's there? Matty Wines is there. He dives on the football, stacks on the mill. Umpires like to let it go here. I reckon they're going to call it. Boys. Yes, they have. They haven't let me down. So the snooze, he gets it to Saunders. That is possession number 17 for Saunders. Over the top to Thompson. Thompson back to Wines. Wines on that left foot, looking for the big man, the bronze Adonis in Robinson. He gathers. Sandy goes. Oh! Banana just hits the post. And it goes through for a minor score. So Hampden 3-10-28. They trail the South Eastern Football League 5-3-33. And that is on the Shojan Rockhard Concrete scoreboard. 15 minutes into the second term.
9 inside 50s for the Handman League for this quarter, and for only their 3 points, so
no
reward for inside
reward for effort is not there. However, within the span of about 10 minutes, you can break it open, so they've just got to keep persevering. I tell you, Sandy Roberts has enjoyed how quickly the ball's coming into that forward line too. Whenever he can get anywhere near a one-on-one opportunity.
Not getting much separation though.
No,
he needs to get his separation and
correct.
Kick it to his good side.
Batten did well to get the handball out there, working hard there. Was Wallace for Southeast. He's tackled the Bottle Green. So here they go. Saunders once again. He's had plenty of the football. Gets it to Feely on the left boot. Kicks to half forward, looking for Robertson. He's taking on 2, but the ball bounces over the boundary line.
I just want to make the comment too. I reckon Hampden in that first quarter looked their most dangerous when the big fella Tim McIntyre was deep inside forward 50.
Yep.
He's just playing up, between centre half forward and the
want him one
wing.
out, I reckon.
Yeah, I think drop him back in.
Square,
Sandy Robinson and him. There's the 2 forwards, and I reckon it's a real dangerous combo.
Oh, look at Saunders. Nice.
Here he is now.
Here he is on
inside 50.
Bounces unfavourably. Gets around. Hussey gathers. Turns around. Handballs. Finds Saunders. Snaps around from 40. Saunders kicks a goal for the Hampden Bottle Greens. And they regain the lead. 4-10-34. Leading Southeast 5-3-33. And Greg Carlson, he's marked it down for a sombrero. Highlight of the day contender. A beautiful goal from Josh Saunders, Alan Blackburn.
Yeah, good reward for effort there. Inside 50s, 10 for the quarter, and that's their first goal. So, yeah, I agree. Put Timmy McIntyre deep there, and him and Sandy Robertson.
How good has Saunders been, boys? He's had a heap of
on this
terrific. Absolutely terrific. But like I said, I just like the fact that McIntyre's so hard to man up on inside 50 because he's good overhead as well. But if it hits the deck, he's so strong.
This kid's been good too, Hussey. He's been paid the
in
free
everything,
kick
Hussey.
there.
Absolutely.
And the free kick's going to go. That is Michael Collins. So Collins He's about to pump the South Eastern Football League into attack. He's got a man on, a little bit of loose play there. That's a good mark. Under a bit of pressure. And it goes to number 27, and that is Matty Clark. So Clark, right on the 50-metre arc, he's got a player on. Who is it? I can't quite pick up. Good gather. Handball comes in, cut off though by Thompson. Gets it to Hussey. Hussey now. He gets it to Feely. Feely kicks down the line to the half-forward line. Rory Taggart's the target. Use his body. Good fist away that time. Taggart's good enough to get in there. Handball right on the top to Hoy. They got a player if they can get over the back. And that is young Paddy Anderson. They're under pressure here, the back line, but well done by the South East. Gone. He's gone. Umpire says, yes, boys, we agree. And Paddy Anderson gets a resultant free kick. Not on the right side for a left footer, but he's going to go back and have a shot. Or spot up a teammate about 40 metres out on a tight angle.
He's an Anderson, he'll have a crack at him.
Just inside the right-hand goalpost this needs to be, boys.
Yeah, you're right, Sidewinder. You are absolutely right. So Anderson comes in, kicks on its way.
Right about there.
It's
Coming back, it's coming back.
It's a goal!
I tell you what,
Put that down, Oz.
Paddy Anderson.
What a beautiful kick. He's
a good kid, isn't he?
Grow a leg, doesn't he, within league football. And the Bottle Greens are back in front. That is goal number 2 on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. Have a look at it. Just keeps pushing through those goals on there. And let's get the score up so we can actually see what it is. It's 5-10-40, the Bottle Greens. They lead the South Eastern Football League 5-3-33. 18.5 minutes gone. Ice Kelson, very similar to the first quarter.
Yeah, and it was the last 10 minutes of the first quarter that Hampden actually did all the damage. So, again, pretty crucial time for South East here.
Now Robinson's in the ruck, but it's going to be Collins out of the centre square. Good kick and finds Maruzic on the lead. And he'll kick from every bit of 50 metres out. It might be a testing distance. We might go down to you, Possum on the boundary, thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, just as that one was sailing through the goals, boys, I turned around and Mum had a nice smile on the face too there.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? It was a cracking goal. So here comes Maruzic. I don't know what you blokes are going on here, but Maruzic from 50 kicks to the top of the square. It's going to fall short. Big fly. No one could take the mark. Roving nicely there was Dean. Ball hits the deck. Well done to Mooney. Got it out. Under pressure he was. And here they go. They'll clear through Mulroney. Great kick and spots up Hussey. Goes inboard and finds Batten. Inside the centre square they go. They can get the run on here. Here comes Levi. It's got running. Here is Anderson. Good work there by Osborne. And Osborne, the captain, he'll clear for South East.
Oh, I reckon old bad grandpa here. Blake has spotted him a reflex.
One too many dim sims for the Blackie.
The dim sim came out.
Can I trade rooms tonight, you blokes?
It did not have a point mark on it. Unbelievable.
Oh, look out. Don't you start, Hilly.
He's right. I've got her. He gets over the top of Harrington. Harrington on to Hussey.
How much of the footies Hussey had?
He is strong. He's like a bull. Cut off this time, though. Well done that time by Risley, I think it was. Not a good handball, though. He's under pressure. It's a free kick's been paid. Yes, it has against Liam Hoy. And it's going to go to Blackwood for the South Eastern Football League across half-back.
Absolutely. So Blackwood goes inside the centre square, leaving a battle. Big fly there by Jard Anderson. Well read by Homer. Gets it to Robinson. Oh, look at him by himself. Anderson just over his head. McKenna will get it back here. Well read there by McKenna. Just
well done.
Pushed off there. Goes out now and finds a teammate. In that back pocket, that's Bowd. He'll take it bounce. That's the second bounce. Now he'll work it around on that left boot. Works it back. Finds Risley. He'll just set sail to centre wing. Feely's the man that's there for the Bottle Greens. Nice defensive work. Umpire says, no, you held him. And a free kick. And that was a touchy one for the South East League. Hampden lead by 7 points. 21 minutes gone. Second term.
Oh, yeah. It's all thanks to Badeness rule. And here we go. Nice kick down the line. A good mark has been taken by Richardson. He goes back inboard. It's going to come straight back as Sandy Robertson having his first run in the ruck for the Bottle Greens this afternoon. He's a good player. Good kick inboard to Taggart. That might be Jackson Bell, actually, I should say. So the ding-dong goes down the line to Homer. Homer plays on quickly on the left boot. Kicks to the hot spot. Big Levi. And I felt sorry for his opponent there. And that was McKenna.
Who's done a pretty fair job, McKenna, I've got to say.
But just outsized there, wasn't he? It was a beautiful kick by Homer. He knew he just had to sit it on the top of the big man.
And the big man just took it in the big jukes.
Yeah.
And you know what? A couple of times it hasn't necessarily suited Levi the way it's come in. But if you can pop it in like that, that's where he can cause a heap of damage forward.
Absolutely. So big leaping Levi there, the coach of the Codden Bombers. He's got legs on him the size of big double barrels.
Double D's.
Double D's. Oh, yes. The big fella's pumped. Don't worry
She's
about that.
straight as a
Beautiful
dynamite.
kick, Levi. And that is another one for the Hampden Bottle Greens. They haven't had it all their own way, though. They go to 6-10-46. They lead the South Eastern Football League 5-3-33. That is on the Shojin Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. And Big Faz, shout out to you over in Bali this afternoon, big fella, who's tuning in on the 3YB app.
We might go down a possum on the boundary thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, good on you, boys. You alluded to the kick of Jackson Holman. It was great, wasn't it? Took the mark and then just swung onto that left boot with the confidence to just lay it onto the left boot to the advantage of Levi Dare there was terrific.
Robinson in the ruck once again, and Taggart just overran it. Well done there by Collins, who's been good for South East. Kicks inside, forward 50. Maruzi claims the mark. And I tell you what, I reckon Bat had a fair bit of that ball before Maruzic touched it. But the umpires paid it. Maruzic, the gun midfielder that plays at Cranbourne, will look to kick the goal here for South East. The reply, Blackie.
5 centre clearances to 1 South East's way.
And I reckon
they need to start getting it out of the middle.
And I reckon at Collins, that big size, big player Collins, he's kicked it 3 or 4 times. So Maruzic looking for the reply for South East. 23 minutes ticked over in the second term. Comes out, pretty good kick off the boot. And Maruzic kicks a nice goal for South East.
In touch, aren't they?
Yeah, he's a good footballer too, this big fella, isn't he?
Absolutely. So there they go to 6-3-39 South East. Hampden 6-10-46. That's on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. 3 goals apiece in this term for each Hampden and the South East Football Netball League.
Yeah, we saw a goal to the Giants at either end of the ground, didn't they? The big boys have come right back into it. Good to see McIntyre making his way back into the middle of the ground here too.
Oh yeah, the teammate. There's only probably about 4 or 5 minutes to play in this second term. So the Bottle Greens, Hampden lead by 7. And it will be interesting to finish this term. And coming up at half time, we've got the bake at the break with Lee McCluskey. Of course, one of our assistant coach. Free kick here, though, goes to Quirk. That's right, Dylan Quirk.
Played a good game, Quirk.
He's been good, mate. He spotted up his big man in Troy Thal. Thal on the left boot, kicks down to the true half-forward position. Good fist away that time by Batten. Well rode by Feely. Oh, sold a little bit of candy. Goes in board to Hussey. He just fell over. Could have been in the back. Umpire said no, play on. Gets it back to Ding Dong Bell. He goes down the line. Just going through the hands there. Gathered by Anderson. Anderson, can he get the clean handball? No, he couldn't. Harrington's in there. Gets it back. Here's McIntyre from 55. The big man Dare goes back. Oh! That would have been a cracking goal, didn't it? Carry, boys. But it hits the post, and that takes Hampden to 6-11-47. They lead South Eastern 6-3-39. We've played 25 minutes, second term.
Judd Anderson, nice reply inside 50. Finds Wines. Well done.
Under
steady
pressure.
Kick. Yep.
Good work.
Good steady kick to Adam Wines, who's been a very good forward for the North Warrnambool Eagles this year. And I'll tell you what, this is not beyond him. He'll kick from about 45, Blackie, and he's usually a very nice kick of the football.
Yes, mate, and since he's come on, he's added a bit of mobility to that forward line.
Absolutely. So will the reply come from Hampden? He'll kick from 45. Wines comes in, and he's just pushed it to the left, and it'll be a minus score. But they still lead the Bottle Green 6-12-48. South East 6-3-39.
Can they get it out this time, South East? This is where they've been struggling big time.
So here they go once again. They'll go to the outer side now, looking for Clark. On his tail is Feely. Reads it well, picks it up. Has he got anything down the ground? He's looking for Quirk. On his tail is Hussey. Well picked up by Quirk. Brushes off Hussey. Smother kick off the boot. Batten, who's been resilient at half back. Shores up the kick to half forward. Feely flies. Nice bit of work there by McDermott for the South East Football Netball League. They see it over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw. And let's go down to you, little possum on the boundary, thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, just a couple of the South East boys have come off of their rotations, boys, but they're also getting a bit of attention to their calves, so there may be a few boys starting to, even though we're not even at half-time yet, they're getting a bit of attention. So it's a hard-running game.
Absolutely it is. It's a free-flowing contest. It's a big ground out here at Casey as the ball goes out of bounds on the far outer side. Smack bang in the middle of the Casey Fields Oval. So it is the Hampden Football Netball League 6-12-48. They lead the South East Football League 6-3-39. So 18 scoring shots to 9. We're at the 26.5-minute mark of the second term. Interleague football. Here's McIntyre. Goes back. He shrugs out of that one. Gets a handball back to Feely. He kicks down the line. Not a good kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And we will have a ball up, Alan Blackburn, about 70 metres out from the Bottle Greens forward field.
Yes, mate, they've gone tall, the Bottle Greens. Horses come on the ground, along with Levi Dare and Jackson Homer, so they're looking to get a mark inside 50 for the last couple of minutes, mate.
So Big Heusler's going to go up against Big Thal. Thal and Heusler. Heusler wins it down this time to Thompson. Thompson's wrapped up in a big tackle there. They're letting it go. McIntyre gets a quick kick out of the pack. It's a high up and under. Homer flies. Well done at the bottom of the pack that time by Paddy Anderson. They got numbers around the football, though, South East, and they're going to get out of trouble. Yes, they will. And the defensive back six for the South Eastern Football League has been very, very good this afternoon. So this time it's Wallace. Michael Wallace kicks out, goes back from where it comes from. I think it just stayed in. Plays on quickly over the top. He's got a teammate on. What have they got down the line? Looking to sell a little bit of candy. Well done that time, but it's going to come back. They've got nothing on option.
Good mark.
And a good mark has been taken across half back by the grub, Taylor Mulroney.
I'll tell you what, the Koroit boys, Mulroney, Harrington, they haven't had a lot of the football, but gee, they've done a lot of hard stuff, just getting those crashes and bashes. Good kick, finds Hoy, just dropped it, but finds a teammate on that outer side wing, and that's McIntyre. He'll launch inside forward 50, but numbers back, and Sorozinski for South East takes the mark.
Do they come this side?
They will, so they bring it to the broadcast side. Bowd gathers. He's looks to go to the left boot, but he goes a nice handball and finds Risley. And there's the halftime siren here at Casey Fields. The Hampton Bottle Greens leading at halftime, 6-12-48. South East 6-3-39. And Blackie might want to run through the goal kickers due to half-time.
Yeah, mate, they had a lot of inside 50s again, the Hampden boys, but just that last kick's letting them down. They're not spotting up targets, but that's good for the South East. They're putting a lot of pressure on. Major goal kickers for the Hampden. Paddy Anderson's kicked 2, Tim McIntyre 1, Matthew Wines 1, Josh Saunders 1, and the big Levi Dares kicked 1. And for the South East, Andrew Dean, he's been really dangerous up forwards, kicked 3, Jake Smith 1, Jake Bond 1, and Sean Marusic has kicked 1.
Yeah, beautifully done, boys. It is half-time here. It is the Hampden Football Netball League 6-12-48. They lead the South East Football Netball League 6-3-39. Been an entertaining game in perfect conditions here at Casey this afternoon. Coming up on the other side of the break, Lee McCluskey, Bake at the break, and then we'll have third quarter action right after this on your home of Football Netball 882 3YB.
3YB.
I missed the first half of it. Al Porter's been really... No, I was umpiring, mate. I got best on ground myself. Al Porter's been probably best. Shannon Bex has been good, and Danny Chatfield's been running hard through the midfield, crushing packs as he usually does for East Warrnambool.
Beautiful work, rookie. That's Lockie Rook up at the Reed Oval. WDFNL taking on...
Well done, legend. Good stuff.
Maryborough Castlemaine Footy League. So third term action underway here at Casey Fields, and Sorozinski goes long inside forward 50. Big kick. O'Connor got the fist away for the Bottle Greens. And the ball will go over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in as we weave our way around all these cords. And
you unplugged us.
Have a look at that for a haircut downstairs, boys. That is one of the best. Cranbourne's finest, I reckon.
Yeah, looks like Wayne Wiedemann that plays at Adelaide,
isn't it? That is absolutely mate. Don't you look posh? You'll get hooked down there the way.
He's going back for the other half of the haircut tomorrow.
Oh, magnificent. So here they go. South Eastern umpire said, no, give it to me. We're going to have a ball up. Right on the 50-metre arc here in the third term, the start of the third term. The big man Thal gets the knockdown. Who's at the bottom of the pack, wrapped up in a tackle. So a scrappy little start to this third term, boys. And let's go down to you, Philip Possum Kelly on the boundary, all thanks to Cobb's Bakery in Port Fairy.
Yeah, I reckon it's really important, boys, at the start of this quarter, the Hampden boys get on top early. As we said, the first 2 quarters, they've been really slow to start, then got on top. So they'll really want to make a statement early, I reckon.
So here they go, Dean, handballs, finds a teammate, that's McDermott, left foot snap, a little bit ambitious, and out of bounds on the full. Free kick will go to Ryan O'Connor, so good pressure early here, Blackie, by the Bottle Greens, so a couple of rush kicks from South East.
Yeah, mate, yeah, as we said, look, for their inside 50s, they really need to start getting some scoreboard pressure, but It's been a funny old game. It's played in two halves, hasn't it? Each quarter has, with Casey getting the South East getting their hands on it early and then the hand later on in the quarter. But need to get some reward for their effort, boys.
Big Batten kicks forward. Nice reading of the football by Mooney. Goes out wide. Hussey's been excellent.
Hasn't he?
Goes along centre wing. Free kick down the field. And Rory Taggart, the captain of the Bottle Greens, will get the resultant free kick down the field. They look to move it quickly. And there is McIntyre. And Bell as well. Holmer at half forward. He'll look to centre it. No, told to play on. So he's going to go inside forward 50. Who's the target? Big fly. No one can take the mark. Bell gets it to Saunders. Back to McIntyre. Snap around the body. Crazy little kick. And that's all. It's gone across the face.
Legs.
Didn't quite get there.
Off break.
And Battagland clears for the South East. Nice work to Sorenzinski, and he'll run from centre wing for South East.
He's been pretty good, Sorenzinski. Nice kick too, that time to Clark. That is Matty Clark. Goes back inboard, spots up a teammate in McDermott. McDermott, he's a left footer, I'm pretty sure. Wants to play on quickly though. Gets it back to Sorenzinski. Sorenzinski, beautiful kick of the football. Hits up Andrew Dean. And Dean for the South Eastern Football League is going to have a shot. A tough angle though. He's right on the boundary line. On the far outer side here at the Casey Fields Oval. And,
Dean and Lee been a great battle today. A real good contest.
Absolutely they have. So
this would be good if
Andrew Dean, as I said, he's right on the boundary line. He's going to kick from about 45 metres out. Kicks on its way.
Wow.
Umpire does not move. Have a look at that and fist pumps. That is goal number 4. He's been sensational this afternoon. And what
they've got a goal.
Start.
They've got a goal at the start of every quarter. They've at South East. Like I said, they've gone bang early each quarter and well and truly kept themselves in the game.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're well and truly back in this contest at the moment, that is for sure. So on the Shojan Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard, we see the South East Football League 7-3-45. They trail the Bottle Green 6-12-48. We've played 4 minutes in our third term, and this third term all thanks to Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Harrington in the midfield now, and I reckon he might have a little bit of a run with roll with Collins. Here they go through Bowd. Got it out, kicked quickly to half forward. Maruzak up against, that was Mooney that overran it. Nice bit of work now, batting across half back. Looks to centre the kick, good kick, and spots up Saunders.
God, he's been busy.
He's been a real playmaker for the Bottle Greens. Goes out looking for Taggart. Good punch away there by, that was Osborne, the captain. So it's captain versus captain here on the half forward flank, and a handball out to Osborne. He's tackled, dispossessed. Free kick, we thought it may have been. Good
he did miss his foot, but the umpire was blindsided.
Look out, he's going to
ping him in. He's going to play it. They're red hot, and the deaf man, T-Mac, he gets the free kick. How many stats, Blackers?
For McIntyre, yeah, it's his 15th kick, 4 handballs, 4 inside 50s and 3 tackles, mate. So.
Oh, well done. Here's Paddy Anderson. Wasn't on his right side. Goes back to Hussey. He kicks to the hot spot. Oh, running in there beautifully. Great smother. Well done, though. And that was Michael Wallace, Mickey Wallace.
Liked his game too. Yeah, liked his game.
Mickey's been good.
Yes.
So Sorenzinski now. Big wall. Go out forward. Big forward. Nearly dragged out a big mark. Harrington finds Anderson. Smothered off the boot.
Falcon.
Here they go. Now it's Anderson once again. Gets it to a teammate in the Lee. Short kick goes out wide looking for McIntyre, and Collins will see it over the boundary line for a boundary throw. And the big fella, I think that may be Richardson, did cop the Falcon. Possum Kelly on the boundary thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, just for Arts and K boys, we better keep an eye on that one. Get one clean in the snout, did the big fella there. As you said, Hilly was a big Jakey Richardson from Narry Warren. 102 kilos of him.
He's going to take the big ruck work as the big fella. He wins his own football. Well done. Gets the handball to Sorenzinski. He kicks down the line. A nice mark's been taken by Maruziak. So Maruziak. Unlikely type, but I tell you what, he's been cut off that time by Saunders. He gets in the Batten. Batten kicks down. Oh, pushing the back to Homer. Umpire says no. The big man in Jakey Richardson picks up and gathers, and they're out of trouble. The South Eastern Football Netball League once again, Hilly.
Yeah, good kick by there, my McKenna, but just got a hand in there with a bottle of greens through O'Connor, and Clark sees it over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. So centre wing, 6 minutes gone, third term. Brought to you by SunGold Milk, fresh local milk. And the Bottle Greens leading by 4 points. So here they are. It's Robertson up against Richardson. Quick kick out there by Sorenzinski. He's been busy in this third term. Half forward the ball goes. Waiting back there was Anderson. Almost dispossessed there by Collins. Maruziak overran it. Ball hits the deck in there as Quirk for South East. He's over the top of it. I reckon the
play it,
umpire
he'll
might
play
ping him
it.
here. No, he won't. And we'll have a boundary, a throw up, a stoppage, about 65 metres out from the southeast goal. They've kicked the first goal of this third term. They trail 7-3, 45. Hampden 6-13, 49.
Here goes Hussey. Hasn't he been enormous for the Bottle Greens? Handball to this man who's been equally as enormous, and that is Saunders. Has a bounce, kicks and streams through Casey Fields. It's a foot race here.
Look out.
Oh, going back. That's a big hit. That was Rory Taggart coming through. It was fair though, and a nice little bit of play. Here goes Taggart. He's on the end of one. It's a goal.
Put that down,
Mark that down as a Sombreros play of the day.
Wouldn't that rub salt into the wound? He kicks the goal as well.
It started with Rory Taggart. He come out like a steam train and he went bang, but it was fair, Blackers. It was a fair hip and shoulder, and big Jonathan Brown would have been jumping out of the box next door. He'd love that.
Yeah, no, good play by Big Rory, and they've changed things around a bit. They put Horsler into the forward line along with Jackson Howard and Sandy Robertson in the ruck, but I see Big Levi's coming to the ground now, so a good move there by the captain of the Bottle Greens, Greg, straight through. Put the shoulder down and ran straight through him.
That's how you got to lead, Blackie.
That was fair, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hit him straight down the middle.
Here they go. So quick kick out there by McIntyre to Feely. Looks to centre it inside forward 50. Good
50.
Kick. And a nice mark there by Harrington. McKenna just coming over the line. And he looked to play on a baton. Got him caught out. Kicks from 45 on the run. What a goal! No, just kicked
It was
to
a
the
fair
right.
effort off just 1.5 steps there.
Standing start from Batten.
How good's he been, Tommy Batten?
Terrific.
And that's what Brandy said in that team meeting yesterday. They want those half-back flankers really attacking the game and taking them on, making the forwards accountable for South East. So here they go. Handball there from Jellyman Turner. Found a teammate in Risley. Goes along to half forward. Dean the target. Working back on him now is Adam Wines. Ball centred. It's a 2-on-1. O'Connor has a bit of work to do. Nice work there by Jake Smith. He snaps around and kicks an easy goal.
Really it was a bit easy there at the end, boys, wasn't it?
He gets the reply. 8-3, 51 South East. There, Jake Smith kicking in the goal. 7-14, 56 Hampden. We have played 9 minutes, third term. Blackie.
Yeah, good transition from a point there, and Brandy be disappointed with that. They come out this commentary side and didn't have a lot. They got that loose player going and then kicked it a 2-on-1, and Adam Wines was back there also with Taylor Mulroney, and they got outnumbered.
They just got the loose man, didn't they? Even out here on this, I think Tommy Batten went to the contest and possibly could have stayed back.
Sucked up to it.
Yeah. So it was an easy goal, a cheap goal on the end. So just when a bit of momentum swings the Bottle Greens way, they just fight their way back to South Eastern Football League. Here comes Mooney, the Moondog. He pushes it forward. McIntyre in there again. Had his head ripped off, surely. No, umpire said, cut it out. And
cut it out. Cut out getting your head pulled off.
Says, settle down, big fella. He said, settle down.
We are going to have the ball up. The big man, Levi there. He's got the tap down this time. Who's there? Gathering there for the Bottle Greens was Jackson Bell.
Been
Kick
good
out.
too, Bell.
Jard Anderson, look at the toe, look at the pace. Can he finish? No, he can't. Hussey's there, goes through his hands. The big man Heuser was there. Look at McIntyre cover the ground. Good bit of pressure. Umpires plucked out a Tiggy Touchwood one. That was soft. That was soft. No, I'm calling it. There was nothing in it.
Just that last kick inside 50s, letting them again, let them down in that last bit of the second quarter, and it's letting them down again.
5-point lead to the Bottle Greens here, boys. 10.5 minutes into the third term.
Yeah, Wallace free kick and spots up Maruzic, defensive side of centre wing. He'll go by foot. Good kick, puts out in front of number 27. That's Clark. Goes in board.
Too easy there, boys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wayne now. And they just need to try and get those numbers back and cause the turnover here. So Clark's going to be the target, and he just outbodies Lee, fell on his feet, on his knees, I should say. Ball hits the deck. Pressure on Wines in there as well.
Hang on.
No, he wasn't going to call it. He was not on the right side to call anything there, the umpire. And we'll have a stoppage. Blackie, Possum will go down to you on the boundary thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, good on you, boys. It was Jaggy Bowd who got hit by the Taggart train. He's up and about. He's walking the boundary line. I think he's okay.
Only looks a young kid too.
Yeah, he only looks a youngster. He's as old as he lists. No, they don't have their ages in their eyes. But no, he's up and about. He's having a drink. So I think just winded, I think, boys.
I'll tell you what, getting vocal in the box next door too is Coach Brown. He's getting pretty emotional, as you can imagine. It's getting tight. We're halfway through the third quarter here. So the Mulroney, the man from Koroit, former Eden Hope Apsley, They play on quickly. Saunders, that is touch number 26. Over the top through Anderson, but he's got enough time to get it. Goes into McIntyre. McIntyre, he was going to give it to Saunders. Sold us a little bit of candy there. Kicks to the big man, Heusler. Good play that time by the defence. At the bottom of the pack is Thompson. It's a foot race, but getting back in the last line of defence.
Another hurt for South East.
There is another
I reckon he's done a shoulder, or
29.
it looks pretty bad.
Oh,
Here's two down. Look.
There's another one down. The Bottle Greens have stepped it up a little bit here, haven't
one's
they?
in real trouble,
A little
I
bit
think.
of physicality. And there's a couple of sore boys for South
And that was Jackson Holmer.
And very slow to get up here is the big man, Big Troy Thull. He's a big unit. And he's a little bit gingy. He's a bit groggy here. So keep an eye on that thanks to Arts and K. Philip Kelly.
I missed what actually happened there. But
It might have been a head clash, was it?
yeah, okay. Well, there was no remonstration, so I don't think...
I don't think it was an accidental head clash.
Yeah.
But he's very, very ginger, is the big man. They can't afford to lose a big man.
I don't think he'll take any further part, Matty.
He's in Lala.
He doesn't know where he
He's
is.
a bit like you last night, Possum. Absolutely nowhere.
Yes, he was. He was tucked up next to Treadhill. That's where he was.
All right, you knobs. Shut up. Rutherford. He goes inside the centre square. Pressure on there, but he just got in front there with Smith. So Jake Smith, who's been a little goal kicker today, he's kicked two, goes short, finds a nice kick, and that's a nice kick to Rutherford, who wanted to play on, but well held up by Harrington. 60 from home, looks to centre the ball, coming in, unattended was Dean, and Dean takes a nice mark.
Well, he's dangerous.
Coming in was Anderson, he just couldn't get the fist on the football, and Dean, who's kicked four and who's been a real prominent goal kicker for South East.
Been really
And I'll
good.
tell you what, he kicks some hard ones, so you think this is a lay-down misère for Dean.
So Dean, he plays for Taradan Delmore in the South East League. He's kicked four this afternoon. He's 184 centimetres, 82 kg.
Can put him in front here.
Comes in, and it wasn't Dean, it was McDermott, and McDermott kicked the goal. So a nice goal there by Troy McDermott, number 28. And he's from Beaconsfield. And that just
They've just got the bit of momentum back.
Puts it
here,
in
haven't
front.
they? Yeah, it does. It does. You know, like we've had a lot of the playing had a few opportunities, but we just haven't been able to capitalise. And they just seem to be just falling away for patches of the game, don't they? The Bottle Greens.
They do, mate. That last kick inside 50, and then too many uncontested marks coming up the ground to the southeast.
A lot of space in there for
a lot of space, yeah.
A lot of space.
And a lot of this quarter to go still too. Only halfway through the quarter, I reckon. We see Sandy Robinson coming back into the forward 50 for the Bottle Greens.
So here they go. Can they conjure
And he might
something
get
up?
it straight up.
Jard Anderson kicks to half-forward, good fist away that time over the top of McIntyre. Goes and gets his football. Heusler's in there. He's dispossessed. Well done that time by Battle. At the bottom of the pack is Harrington. He's wrapped up as well. Umpire says you're not going anywhere. And we are going to have a ball up 45 metres out directly in front of the Bottle Greens goal. So 14 and a half minutes into the third term. And it is the South Eastern Football League leading by a point.
Again.
Yeah, they're just the backmen are just playing off them at the moment. So a nice mark's been taken by Nick Lang. He's got a player on in Battle. He's battled hard all day. So Nick Battle, that's right.
You've wanted to use that all day, haven't
How
you,
long
big
did
boy?
it take you to think of that one, Stewie?
He's not
Just
battling.
going to his head then.
So Battle, another left footer, kicks to the half forward line. The big men fly D. Levi D getting back. Thompson, Nick Thompson at the bottom of the pack to Mulroney to Wines. Wines has got Philly on the kick's got to be good because he's got Sirakowski breathing down his neck. Sirakowski spins around the body. Good kick and spots up Smith.
This bloke's clever too. He's clever.
He's in. He doesn't know where he is. He kicks over the shoulder. Harry Lee sitting under it. Oh, Harry got the free kick. Just been out of sorts a little bit already. No.
What's he paid?
I'm not sure what he's paid because this
He's going
fella
like
here,
this
number
with his-
6.
I would have thought Harry Lee was the one that got ripped off the football
What's
if anyone was
happened?
getting a free kick.
He was about
That's
2
Dean.
foot off
This
the-
is Dean again, boys. He's looking dangerous, I can tell you, and he's going to kick this. He's virtually at the top of the 10-yard square.
Tell you what we haven't done very well here, Hammond. We've just been a little bit lazy, just dropped off our players, given them a bit of space, particularly up forward.
Too many uncontested marks.
Yeah,
coming up
absolutely.
The ground,
And when
mate.
they get a
Back
run
line
on
need
going,
to tighten down a bit here, don't
Yeah,
they? They need to
absolutely.
just go and stand next to an opponent and just shut them down. For
you're
the
back
next
to
5
where
or
we
10.
were halfway through that first quarter, halfway through this quarter, where we get that extra man behind and just play tight for about the next 10 minutes.
So Southeastern 10-3-63 They lead the Bottle Green 7-14-56, 16 and a half minutes into this third term, and that is on the Shojin Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard.
Yeah, they need to manufacture something here, the Bottle Greens, as we're nearing the 17-minute mark, and big Levi Dare up against Richardson, who's given him a bit of first juice in this third quarter. Richardson, so big fly. Dare got the tap down, just couldn't get through the hands of Harrington. Richardson battles hard in there as Collins. Ball hits the deck. No ball coming out of that congestion, and we'll have a throw up inside the centre circle. Possibly might go down to you thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, a few of those wounded boys still on the bench, boys. So I don't think we'll see the big fella back. He was very, very groggy when he came off, but the other boy that came off, who was number 29 earlier in that quarter that got hurt, was Badagling. I think he's okay, but no, the big fella certainly won't be back.
Here's Bell on the half-forward flank now, trying to keep it in, and just steps out. Good pressure there by McKenna from Southeast, and we'll have a boundary throw in. So 7 points to the margin. Has been a quarter that has been owned thus far by the Southeast League, Blackie.
They've been good, mate. They've kicked, as we say, they've kicked 4 goals. 4 goals straight to 1-1, so they've been really good. And Dean down there's kicked 5, Andrew Dean, so they need to reply the Bottle Greens.
Here they go through Saunders, but back there was Risley, who's been terrific in that last line of defence. Switches the kick, finding Blackwood, and takes a nice mark on Anderson.
Look at the numbers here, boys.
And they're just running and spreading, aren't they? So he quickly plays on. The kick has to be good here to Collins. It is. He plays on through Anderson. Short kick, finds a teammate, and that's Cody. Works it around a Battle, who's just ran. Gathers back to a teammate. Oh, unforced error there. Nice work by Anderson to clean up. Lee gets a daisy cutter kick along centre wing, and Anderson tries to pick it up, but well done there by Collins once again. And does Anderson keep it in? He does. He gets it to Lee, inboard through to Harrington. And here the Bottle Green can try and build something from half back.
Another good kick by Mooney, the turnover. Southeast into attack. That danger man, Dean again. Have a look at that. And I think they've made the move too. I reckon Wines has gone back on to Dean just to try and play that shutdown role. But he's just looking dangerous. And he's having one of those days where the ball just seems to be following him.
Got rookie, boys.
Yeah, another turnover, Stewie. So
another turnover. So Dean is going to go back, and he's a beautiful kick of the football. This is for goal number 6. So Dean comes in, kicks on its way, pushed it to the right, goes through for a minor score. That was a let-off. So 10-4-64. The South Eastern Football League, they lead the Bottle Green 7-14-56. We're at the 19-minute mark of the third quarter, and the Bottle Greens need to just steady the ship here, and they do through Mulroney and Hoy. So Hoy across half-back goes inboard to Harrington. Harrington's got a player on in Hussey. He's been enormous. Hussey streaming through the centre of Casey. Looks to the big man in Heusler. Just a little bit stagnant, I reckon, that half-forward line at the moment for the Bottle Greens. Wrapped up in a tackle was the big man Richardson. They're just pushing it forward though at the moment. Everything's going their way at the moment. Well done, Harry Lee. He gets the handball to Grub Mulroney. Here's Tommy Batten. He's dispossessed by his own man. Big Levi just playing in the hole. It's a kick through. Who's going to gather?
Here's the danger man.
It's a danger man. He's a little fellow. He spotted up a teammate. Beautiful kick.
She uses it well, that kid.
He does use it well, and he spotted up a teammate there in Matty Clark from Officer. And the Officer half-forward flanker is going to go back, and they are seriously in a little bit of strife here, the Bottle Green boys.
And you know what? Jake Smith's played the role, I reckon, that Hampden League are really lacking in, and that's that little forward inside, forward 50. They just really lacked it all day.
He's dogged the boys.
Paddy Anderson at times has looked dangerous when he's wandered down, but, that permanent little forward inside 50...
Absolutely.
Badly missing.
Otherwise, do they potentially rob Peter to pay Paul and put Saunders down there?
Matty Clark.
Yeah, I was still more than happy.
Thompson on the ball.
Yeah, I was more than happy when I saw Tim McIntyre in there. I reckon he was the one doing the most damage inside 50.
I just reckon we're going to look at that forward line too, boys. It's come in a fair bit, and I just reckon they've ran it out too easy. And I think it might be time to maybe get the big third tool in, or the second tool in Big Heusler. Maybe just try a little bit more of a mobile forward line.
Yep.
I reckon.
Got rookie, boys.
Come the later this. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Big Lockie Rook up at the Reed Oval. What's happening up there, Rookie?
Thanks, Stewie. 14 minutes into the second quarter. Warrnambool District Trail, Mary Castlemaine, 2-6-18 to 5-8-38. So both teams have had plenty of chances on goal. Al Porter's probably been the best for the District League. Xavier Beck's playing off half-back, been really good too. And it looks like Maryborough Castlemaine just going back for a shot in the pocket. in front of the old grandstand there here at the Reed.
Beautifully done, rookie. So the District League trailing at the moment, so are the Bottle Greens. Nice marks being taken by Maruzic. Maruzic now kicks down the line to half forward, looking for options. Battens there, could have got tunnelled. Well done though, good use of the body by Collins. Kicks the hot spot, Mooney back there, good mark. Well done, Dallas Mooney. It was a 2-on-1, and they just need to steady the ship here.
Yeah, you've got to be cleaner with the footy, Matty. I reckon we've been a bit sloppy with it.
Probably handballing a little bit too much
Yeah,
in the half-forward line,
overuse,
aren't we?
overuse.
So a 2-on-1 here, and working back there was South East. They weren't able to take the mark. Nice bit of work there by Quirk. Follows up his football, but he's immediately tackled. Got it out to a teammate. I'm not sure who that was. But anyway, Wine's in there for the Bottle Greens. Fists out a handball. Finds Lee. Now they go inboard. They need to get it out through Bell. He'll go back to Hussey, who's in the corridor. He'll look to kick to half forward. Nice kick out in front. Has to be taken there by Horsler. He traps it, but he needs support. They got numbers. They work back. Here's Risley across defence.
Coming out too easy,
It
boys.
is.
I still say we're missing a little bloke inside 50.
And it's going to be...
And boys, when it does come out, they get an uncontested mark both sides of the ground, so we're just not working hard enough to keep it in there.
No, they're not. Wallace with the ball in hand across half back, so he wants to go in short, and he finds a nice kick, and that's Lang.
They're crisscrossing at will, aren't they, Blakey?
Yeah, they're just controlling the tempo here, the South East team. They'll go the switch kick. And the target's going to be Soroninsky across half back. He goes the handball. This got numbers. They got numbers once again. Here's Battle. He wants to find Maruzic. O'Connor trailing. Short kick. And he puts it out in front. A nice little mark there taken. No, it wasn't taken there by Clark. Lee dives on it. He's tackled immediately. And we'll have a stoppage on the attacking the defensive side of centre wing for Hampden. 14 points they trail by, 23 minutes gone, Blackie, and that's on the Shojan Concrete scoreboard.
Yeah, mate, they're just kind of a bit stagnant at the moment. They need something to happen or someone to do something a bit inspirational, and they just need to get something happening.
I know, he hasn't had a really good day today, but we've got Jack Helmer sitting on the pine, boys. I'd be getting him out onto that forward line, I reckon. This might give you something. He doesn't get beaten many one-on-one contests.
And just a shout out, we've had Jai Bitmaid listen, the ex-footballer for North Warrnambool. He's too old anymore, so Big Brownie's just going off in the background there, boys.
Yeah, he's getting excited, the big fella, because it's tightening up. The sphincter's tightening, that's for sure. And big Levi Data sees the ball out, and he's going to get straight off. And I think Big Hoyser's going to go into the ruck now, so they're going to mix things up a little bit here. This is what I like. I like these boys. And this is good. So McIntyre goes back down to the forward line. So you can hear the big man in the background. He's passionate. He wants to win today. Make no mistake about it. Hussey's wrapped up in a tackle. Going in nice and hard there. They haven't dropped off the intensity of the Bottle Greens anyway. But South East just getting numbers around the contest. Well done, Hussey.
Great tackle.
Well done, Jackson Bell. This is what we need. Something to change here. Beautiful kick down to the bronze Adonis. That's a free kick. Surely Mark's been paid to Sandy Robinson. And Robinson, he's going to pump him into attack, but they're a stagnated forward line at the moment. What's on? Who's he got? He's going to go to McIntyre. Oh, he's going to get him underneath. Could have got the free kick. Is he good enough? He dives on the football. Well done by the defence of South East, especially by Michael Reesley.
Yeah, so Reesley, who's been important, goes along half back, goes to the wing. Couldn't take the mark. They got numbers here, the Bottle Greens. Now it's in the hands of Mulroney, goes inside forward 50, but there's no one there for the Bottle Greens. Now they can peel if they want to. Good handball.
He's got him.
Oh, that's gone, imagine. Yes, it is.
Good decision, umpire.
And a nice tackle there by big Sandy Robinson. Will he go back and have a shot? He's going to have to kick from 50 metres out. A must-need goal here by the Bottle Greens. They're trailed by 14 points. And big Sandy's just going to go back. He's composed. Just making sure that McKenna's right on the mark. He's going to have a shot here. This is what they need here. This could be something that really fires them up. So Robinson launches, kicks to the top of the square. Big nice mark there by the Bottle Greens.
The captain.
And Taggart takes a nice captain's mark, turns around and kicks the goal.
We needed that.
And we needed that, the Bottle Greens. So the margin back to 8 points. That needs to get a motivated Blackie.
Put that down, Gregory. That was a great effort by Taggart. And we've had it in forward line, but we've kicked it in there poorly and took a great contested mark. Hopefully that'll get him going. Paul, stand to you, buddy. How you going?
Yeah, absolutely, Blakey. It's getting a bit cold down here. I'll give you the tip. No, that was really good. And again, a lot of that was brought about by the second effort and the pressure that McIntyre puts on it.
Well, just Hussey earlier.
Just going to say, I like the fact that he is back deep inside forward 50. I reckon that's the spot for him.
Yeah, and if he can't marketise, he at least makes a real honest contest, and that's what you've got to have.
Yeah. That's a good knockdown that time by Heusler at the bottom of the pack. Who's there? He goes in again. Big Jeremy Heusler wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire says ball up, yes. Hasn't gone too far. So it is 8:14.62 Hampden. They trail Southeastern 11.470. I reckon the Bottle Greens might be kicking with a 1-goal breeze in that final term. So Heusler wins it down again. Quick kick out of the pack. Sitting off there was little Harry Lee. Coming in hard was Liam Hoy. A little bit of pressure on here. They get it to Battle. Battle, it's a high up and under. Pressure on here. The defence going back. Well done, Dallas Mooney.
He's done a pretty fair job, Dallas Mooney.
He has. He very rarely gets beaten in a one-on-one contest. Does the big Moondog.
So Mooney kicks in nicely and finds O'Connor. I'll tell you what, another one would be nice here. Wide kick. Wines has to run hard. And the boundary line just beats him. So lucky he didn't go out of bounds on the full.
Tell you what's happened very little for the entire day for the Bottle Greens. Not much through the corridor at all. It's all been boundary like type attack before it's been brought back in.
Orza and Maruzic. In there is Lang trying to work hard. Once again is Mulroney. Gets it out to Anderson. Went for the handball. It was deflected there by Bowd. Here comes Mulroney. Short kick. Looking for a teammate in Wines. In front there was Lang once again. And at the for football is Jackson Bell. He's reinvigorating this side in the last couple of minutes. Well done, Hussey. Finds Wines. Goes the handball to Harrington. Now they really need to go by boot. Got a little cheeky kick on that outer side wing.
Come on, McIntyre.
Picked
Get
up there.
forward.
Nice
Get forward,
work.
McIntyre.
Here's Bell. Bell gathers. He'll go inside the half forward. McIntyre marks. I'll tell you what, he's in range.
The next one. He's
in range. He wants someone to come up forward to him. On the lead is Robinson. It's going to drop short. He picks it up nicely. Big Sandy works the handball back, but it was deflected by McKenna, and they might clear. Diving was Taggart. Did well. Forced a real contest there between the two sides, and we'll have a stoppage. 28 minutes gone this third term. 9 points the margin, Southeast.
I'll tell you what, that was beautifully called there, Greg Kelson. You said he had to push forward. They found him, but just that last kick.
I want him to stay inside there, though, Matty. That's what's worrying me.
Well, they got that player on Sirakowski. He's just sitting in the hole there. Someone needs to, I reckon, go to him, boys.
They got Taggart deep, boys, and Hussey probably needs to shop with McIntyre there.
Correct. That's where I'm with you, Blackie. I like him deep.
I think you're right, big fella. I think you're right. So
hope they're tuned into our call next door.
Heusler wins it down. Feely's there. No. High up and under. Not a good kick. It's not going to come off. And the mark has been taken.
Spam me umpire.
He's given 50. The ref.
Was that the first 50 for the day?
Yeah, that was soft.
It is the first 50. And, it's going to put him within possibly range. If he's a generous 50, he has got the win just slightly up his butt, is McDermott. So he's coming from...
that was soft.
Look
at this.
The northern end here. McDermott, he's a beautiful left foot kick. Comes in, kicks on its way, hasn't got the legs. Who's there? Right at the bottom of the pack, got to be a fist through there. Big Ryan O'Connor says, no, I don't believe in a fist. And he gets the Mulroney, and Mulroney spots up Nick Thompson, who takes a diving chest mark.
Yeah, nice work by Thompson. And O'Connor's tried hard all day. He's been pretty good there in defence. I like it, big fella. So Thompson will clear. Big fly there by Robertson at the back. Did he pull it down? Umpire says there's a mark, but it's going to go to Southeast. No. The man in front. So a nice mark there by Riceley. Got it to a teammate. He's going to launch from 50. Kicks to the goal square, but kicks out far too wide. And there's a three-quarter time siren. Boys and Southeast will take a 9-point advantage into the three-quarter time huddle. 11-5-71, leading Hampden 8-14-62. 30 minutes that third quarter went for.
Poss, just keep an eye on Jackson Holmer, mate. He's got a bit of a knee bandage on and he's a little bit ginger getting out of the box. So I reckon he might, because he sat there a fair bit of time on the pine there in that third term, so he might not be able to come back on. So see what you can find out.
He did actually start with that on his knee, I noticed, Stewie, but you're right, his gait does look a little bit proppy, doesn't it? So we'll keep an eye on it.
Bit like our man in the commentary box, Greg Kelson. His gait when he runs is very, very awkward.
It was effective this morning.
It is effective. Right, let's take a break here. Three-quarter time. The Bottle Greens trail by 9 points. Can we lift in the final term? I think yes.
3YBs.
Clear, lads.
For Warrnambool G, Sungold Milk, Bagness Rural and Harvey Norman
That's right, buy 3 tyres at Peterbolt's Bridgestone Tyres and you get the 4th tyre free. Yep, pay for 3 Firestone or Supercat tyres and you get the 4th free. It's a deal you won't want to miss at Peterbolt's Bridgestone Tyres, Ferry Street, Warrnambool. Conditions apply.
Hi, I'm James Purcell, your local member for Western Victoria. I'm proud to be leading the government-appointed committee that's fighting for the Stage 2 upgrade of Warrnambool's hospital. We're working with the government to secure $7 million in the upcoming budget to make the project shovel-ready. Imagine what that could do for our region. Let's work together to achieve what matters most to Southwest Victoria.
James Purcell, getting results. Authorised and spoken by James Purcell, 32 Bank Street, Port Fairy. Funded from Parliament's Electoral Office and Communications Budget.
Field
That's
along
fine,
the
that's good.
So that's good. Flinging around a bit.
of crash and bash.
Yeah, exactly right. He's been good all year. So try that.
Let's go down to Philip Possum Kelly on the boundary line with a special guest.
Yeah, good on you, boys. I've got Tereng Mortlake, Premiership coach and champion player, Puddy Irving. Pud, how have you seen it, mate?
It's been a different sort of contest. I think that quarter, the boys' skills just let them down a hell of a lot, and they rushed their footy going to the forward 50, but a couple of good targets in Jack and Rory down there now, so hopefully we can get it in one-on-ones.
I've sort of made a comment throughout the call that they've been starting quarters quietly, and then they seem to get better as the quarter goes on. They really need to come out firing straight away now, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with Jezza in the ruck, Jez has been winning every contest in the middle, and the boys have been reading it off him a bit better than Levi, so hopefully he can get the start we need in there.
Good on you, Pud. Thanks for your time, mate.
On your Pud, great stuff on your Possum Kelly, and third quarter underway here at Casey Fields. They're letting it go. The Bottle Greens into attack. It was a nice little bit of start play to this final quarter. And the ball's just been...
I've also thrown Brett Harrington into the midfield too.
And got the first one out
Got the
too.
first clearance there. So the 3 Croyd boys, Horsler, Harrington and Mulroney in the midfield.
Well, they know each other well, that's for sure. Here's Mulroney. He kicks down the line. Who's there for the forward? Homer just goes through his hands. Taggart's back there. He's first on. Tries to flick the football back. Umpire says no. It's a throw. Nice try by Rory to keep it in. But,
that might have been better anyway.
Yeah,
I reckon
exactly.
they were off and gone.
It was a bit like the big American there a couple of weeks ago.
Let it run out, I reckon.
Brandon Osborne's got the kick for Southeastern.
Here he goes. He kicks out of defence. Big fly and a nice mark taken there by the big man in Richardson on half back. So he'll go down to centre wing. Maruzik's a target. Big fly there from southeast, I should say, through Sorenzinski. Now it's Maruzik on the left boot. Goes down to half forward. Big fly by Clark. Punched away there by Lee. And young Harry Lee did a nice bit of defensive work there for the Bottles Green. But I think it's just crucial, Blackie, that they need to get that first goal, don't they, the Bottle Greens?
They do, mate. As we've seen the scoreboard, 11-5, 71 to 8, 14, 62. So they've had plenty of the ball, just as Greg said. They need to be a bit smart with that last kick going forward and, go through the corridor a bit more, take the game on.
So the big ruck on the half-forward flank now for Southeast, and it's been a throw. It's been paid. It's going to go to Timmy McIntyre, the free kick for the Bottle Greens. They trail by 9 points. We're 1.5 minutes into this final term of Interleague football live from Casey Fields this afternoon. McIntyre, he's had 27 possessions for the Bottle Greens. Tommy Batten, he's had 25. It's been a good game thanks to Sinnott stats for both those boys.
Double D stats. He's been doing really good there, Double D.
He's been fantastic. So they switched the play out to O'Connor. They're just a little bit stagnated here, the Bottle Greens. They haven't got a lot of options on. I think there's a few tired boys out there. Good kick to Dallas Mooney.
Yeah, this is good, though. This is
so
good.
Mooney's on centre wing. Goes back into the corridor to Jackson Bell, who's got some space. Now, Bell goes bang. He kicks, but kicks straight to the loose man. And the loose man, which was sitting in the hole, and that was Michael Collins.
So he goes to Osborne, who'll look to go to centre wing. Bell, can he make it amends? Nice bit of work there by Saunders. Paddle the football forward. Working hard there is Harrington. Comes out. And Sirazinski got the kick out there. Trapped by Anderson. Good enough to get the handball to a running Harrington. He'll kick it inside 450. Good
Harrington.
kick. And a nice mark taken. So they can build here the Bottle Greens. Inside 50 they go. Big Sandy's the man. And Big Sandy takes it.
Kick.
Oh, it's a free kick.
Come on, umpire.
Here's Homer. Gets it around McIntyre. Around the body. Has he got it? I reckon he has.
Kick to the
Bottle Greens.
Here we go. Stay at home, McIntyre. Stay at home.
So a nice goal there by McIntyre. His second. and I reckon it cuts the margin back
Put
down.
that down, Greg.
Absolutely, a Sombrero's highlight of the day.
He's been good. How many's McIntyre? He's been involved in a few.
But Matty, if I have to say it one more time, just stay inside that 50.
Yeah, keep him in the 50-metre arc. I was talking to a bloke this morning and said when he played at Sturt, they were an average team, but he kicked 6 goals a game, one out in the 50. So he might be the key. Good contest too out in that far out of sight by Taggart.
Yeah, good to keep it on play.
It was. So,
and I tell you what, the other little bloke in the middle's given him something too, Harrington. He's been terrific going in there.
Absolutely. So Hamden 9-14-68. They trail South East 11-5-71. 4 minutes into the final term. We have got a ball game, people. That's right. We have got a ball game. So the ball back in the middle of the ground, and it is going to be a frantic last 20 minutes here of this contest. Mulroney again. Well done that time. Also by Liam Hoy, who's in there. Quick kick out to Robinson. He gathers. Yes, he does. Gets it to Saunders. Gets it over the top to that man in Jard Anderson. Just couldn't quite pick it up. He gets it again. He gets it to Sandy Robinson. Shows a bit of the footy. No. They're just getting players back, though. And a nice mark's being taken by Risley.
Yeah, Risley. Geez, he's been a good defender, hasn't he? So he's going to go short.
Hold him up.
Rutherford. So still across half back. He'll go short to Lang now. So they're just wanting to maintain possession here, the South East. Absolutely. Horsler just getting in that zone area where he's just going to be a nuisance for them to try and find a target. So short again, and Rutherford's that man that they've just linked up with once again, the South East, but they're not getting much distance with their kicks.
No.
So Hawes are just getting in that side.
Chipping around here.
Yeah, here they go. They can repel here. Mulroney. Oh, not a great kick. Taggart's going to go. And couldn't take the mark. Risley. In there is Battiglan. Tackled. As he tried to get it out, the umpire says he had no chance of getting it out. And we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50. So this could be another important play here for the Bottle Greens.
He's done up like the English patient too,
Absolutely. Looks like the mummy. Robinson to Saunders. Holmer traps, breaks, snaps from 40. Big high kick. Top of the square. Taggart. He's going to be there. McIntyre. Crash. Bell. Bang. Go! Oh, Jackson Bell. Well-weighted snap. And they hit the front that Bottle Greens. They kicked the first 2. And they lead by 3 points, guys, Kelson.
And you know what the other thing is about Timmy McIntyre, and I know we can rave about him all day long, but he was involved in that. He holds his feet all the time. Yep. He stands there, takes the pack, holds his feet. And you know what? That gave Jackson Bell room.
Exactly, Ice. You've hit the nail on the head, big fella. And here comes Hussey back into the contest as well. So is Liam Hoy as Saunders has a spell. They're ringing the changes here, Coach Brown.
And they've got a couple of injuries on the bench, Shuey, so them rotations could come in and into play.
Got to get a couple in a row here too, boys.
They need another. You're right. We had to kick the first. We've kicked the second. Can we kick the third? Well, we're going to find out.
The Croydon boys in the midfield.
6.5 minutes in. We're up by 3 points to the Bottle Greens.
Look at that.
Heusler wins it down. Going in and getting his Richardson.
There he is.
Bad handle, though. Free kick. It's going to come back. Yes, the Heusler. The T-Mac wanted another stat.
Get inside. Get inside 50, T-Mac.
Johnny Batten plays on, kicks down the line. Looking for Taggart's. And big Rory pulls down a beauty. And Taggart's going to go back. This is definitely within range. He's a beautiful kick of the football. And Blackie.
3 centre clearances in a row, boys. So Horsley's been really good. Getting his hands on
hasn't he?
Yeah.
Tell you fantastic.
What, Taggart's been able to kick a goal too whenever they've really needed it. I've got to say that today.
So here comes Rory Taggart. Kicks on its way. Umpire Billy Birmingham just pulls across to the right.
Billy Birmingham.
I'm pretty sure you'll find it's Billy Birmingham.
Niall Thompson.
Close.
You're a unique individual. So 4 points the margin. They go
He's
down the
Billy
corridor.
Birmingham's cousin.
Big fly by Batten. Here they go through Mulroney. Inside forward 50. Taggart gets another chance at it.
It's a grub.
I'll tell you what, Mulroney. And,
this bloke's had a practice only a couple of seconds
Harrington
ago.
Been very good in the start of this final term. And Taggart looking to kick his third. He gets a little bit of a redemption from his last kick about a minute ago. So let's go, Rory. Let's get behind him here. The captain. Will he kick a captain's goal to give him another lead of 10 points? Comes in from 35 and doesn't make a mistake this time. Captain Taggart goes bang. And the Bottle Greens lead by 10.
Oh, great goal by Rory Taggart. He had a cider about 2 minutes earlier. And
he got cider?
Apple cider.
A cider. Look,
On tap.
Oh,
So, boys, 3 goals, 1, 4 centre clearances and 7 inside 50s and 3 marks inside 50s to zip for the other side.
And multiple goals,
I tell you what,
importantly.
the Hampden hierarchy down there, led by Peter Watson, the president, and Gary Atchell, just breathing a little sigh of relief down there at the moment.
She's not over yet, big fella.
Not over there yet,
But you know
what?
what?
Another clearance here.
One more will be the biggest lead they've had all day.
And guess who's going to get it out? Mulroney again. He just crashes and bashes all day, the grub. Kicks down. Once again to Taggart. Good fist away that time. So the defence under siege at the moment for the South Eastern Football League. Going in hard as Jard Anderson. He's wrapped up in a tackle.
Been pretty good too.
I like his
Very
game,
good.
absolutely.
Yep.
Very, very good. So umpire, I don't know who it is, but he's out there with Richardson and
Birmingham.
Heusler getting his hands on the football here. Liam Hoy's in there. Also is Anderson. Quick kick out of the pack. And he's tagging again, boys.
He's on fire.
He's lifted it up at Cog. He's a last quarter specialist, and he's taken a mark virtually in exactly the same spot. He's just been pulling them to the left, but I reckon this is kickable. This is kickable, boys, and what a big kick in the context. We lead by 10 points. That is the Bottle Greens over the South Eastern
Good to
Football
say
League.
he's back calling us we again. That's good.
So Rory Taggart comes in, kicks on its way, leans back on it just a fraction, goes through for a minor score. So 1-2 in about 3 minutes of football for Rory Taggart, Eyes Kelson.
Yeah, and certainly getting his hands on it. And we spoke about Anderson, Jard Anderson. He's the one that belted it inside 50 again there.
McKenna will bring to the broadcast side. Big kick, and he has to run here as Lang dives and takes a nice chest mark.
Good kick.
Might go down to you, Poss on the boundary, thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, Hilly, just on young Bowd, who's on the boundary line, although he never got seriously hurt in that big bump earlier on from Taggart, he certainly hasn't been the same, and he's a bit lethargic. I think he's still a bit sore.
Oh, he looked a bit sore at three-quarter time. I'll tell you what, nice fly there by Hawes comes out to T-Mac, and that's McIntyre trying to evade his opponent. Trapped there by Harrington.
Good work,
Harrington. He's done a bit of the hard stuff. Here's Hussey. Links up. Hoy looking to go to a teammate. Now it's Harrington again. Overran it. McIntyre cleans up.
Come on.
Through the fingers of Thompson. Working hard was Batten. Thompson got the clearing kick. Mulroney punched away by Risley. Through Harrington's legs. Smothered by Thompson. They call it. Here's Anderson. Now it's Thompson. Dives to the ground. Just pushing his way there is Hoy. And the umpire's found a free kick. And Nicky Thompson.
They've lifted here, boys.
Gee, they were terrific. How hard were they in there?
Absolutely.
Tell me the big fella's speech at three-quarter time was unbelievable.
So here's Thompson. We'll go to you in a minute, Poss. Inside 50 he goes. 2-on-1. And in front there was Riser. We'll go down to you, Possum, thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, Hilly, the big ruckman, Jackie Richardson, came off cramping in the hamstrings, so they're getting a bit tired, the South East boys. I reckon the Hampden boys might be a bit fitter.
Nothing worse than a hamstring cramp. I had that May race week. And there is nothing worse. Tommy Batten, here he comes through the middle. Oh, T-Mac! Yes, that's right, the T-Mac.
Put it down.
He has taken a beautiful mark. He's been enormous today. Doesn't he look like a footballer?
Oh, he's a beauty.
He looks like a smaller version of Grumpy Smith back in his heyday, Eyes Kelson.
We played 11 minutes, 10 inside 50s.
Plays a little differently.
10 inside 50s, boys, and 5 marks inside 50s for 3 goals.
So we are currently 11 points up. So McIntyre, he's 40 metres out, directly in front, comes in, kicks on its way. He shanked it to the left. They need to kick this, boys.
They do.
So we're out to a 12-point ball game. So Hampden 11-17-83 leads Southeast 11-5-71. 12 minutes into the final term. Hilly, it's been all the Bottle Greens.
It has. It's
capitalise.
been a good last quarter thus far. So they just need to keep it going. Osborne kicks in. Batten. He'll fly high. Big Batten. Oh, did he take it? No, he didn't. And they look to paddle it forward through Lang at the 4. The footballer Saunders.
Got rookie, boys.
Here they go. Hoy, he's trapped, and I reckon that may be in close to holding the ball. Good work there by Mulroney. He's done well. Hoy, can he get it out? He can't. And there's a stoppage has been forced. Let's go around the grounds thanks to the McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Lockie Rook up at the Reed Oval. Maryborough or Castlemaine taking on the Warnerland District League. What's the score, big fella?
Thanks, Hilly. Yeah, Maryborough Castlemaine 6-9-45 to the District League 3-6-24. Just about to come out after half time.
Beautifully done, rookie. Love your work. Here's big Sandy Robertson. Sells a bit of candy. It's a goal! Robertson put that one down as a Sombreros, player of the day. He just went one way, went the other, snapped one on the left, went bang. And I tell you what, it's raining goals right here, and it's all for the Bottle Greens. 12-17-89. They lead Southeast 11-5-71. That's on the Shojin Rock Hard Concrete scoreboard. And apparently, boys, the Dim Sims are back on.
And again, what that showed too, Blackie and Eyes, again, was the ability to make a contest. Homer wasn't in a position to mark it, but made a contest, got it to the ground, and the rest is history.
Yeah, he very rarely gets beaten. So Heusler, he's been great in this
Heusler
final
been in the
term.
last quarter.
Saunders has been enormous to McIntyre to Anderson. Back to Saunders. That is possession number 30. He kicks down the line. Beautiful long kick. It's a foot race. Little Shorty Anderson out there, but gathered. Oh, well done. Bit of pressure. That's holding the football, surely. Umpire says no, no,
it's one
no.
way or the other, isn't it?
I know about that one.
And boys, 6 centre clearances in a row to the Bottle Greens.
How many has Mulroney or Harrington had? I reckon they've had a hand in all of them.
And not one of the starting on ballers starting in there.
Yep.
No, I reckon it's great.
Here they go. So, the Falcon there for the Southeast boy. Nice kick there by Horsler.
I've loved Harrington's last quarter. I reckon it's been super.
Yeah, and Mulroney too.
Yeah.
Just doing those hard things, you know. So here we go. We'll have a boundary throw in about 55 from the Hampden
And I
Bottle
guess
Greens.
the other thing is that with those three, they know one another so well, don't they? That's the other trick.
So a tap down. Can they get the clearance? They do. Here they go. Snap inside 50. Hussey tries to dive on the football. Bashing through there is Bell. Tries to do a bit of Palais soccer work. Now it goes to the square. Will they go for a goal? It goes across the face. And a minor
under siege,
score.
the Southeast, under siege.
So 12-18-90. They lead the Bottle Greens. Southeast 11-5-71. 19 points to the margin. 15 minutes gone in this final term. Alan Blackburn.
Yes, mate, 4-4-0. They haven't had it inside the 50 of the Southeast. 5 centre clearances, 11 inside 50,
Anderson
5 marks
again.
inside 50. So they're all over the Bottle Greens.
What about your boundary rider, mate, down there, Poss? All thanks to Cobb's Bakery. He's brought the missus along.
That's unbelievable.
I've just been thinking, I wonder when I get an assistant.
And you've
When do I get
moved
an
in
assistant?
behind her.
What's happened? What's happened? Seriously, you can't bring your missus to the
How do you know it's his missus?
We know everything up here.
Find out, Possum.
He's his assistant.
What's he look like?
Cut it out, Blackie.
He, I said he, not her.
Oh,
You can see.
Imagine
It's,
if you brought your wife next to you on the boundary
His
line,
name's
Poss.
Paul.
Hey, good fella. Good coverage there at Casey. Make no mistake about it. So the ball's on the 50-metre arc. 16 minutes into the final term. It's a 19-point lead to the Bottle Greens over Southeast, and they've been enormous in this last term. Well done, Harrington to Anderson. Quick kick out of the pack. That's Jard Anderson. Good contest there by Hussey. Going in hard is Taggart. Picking up the football now. McIntyre's in there. Oh, dispossessed was Risley. The ball still plays on. Umpire says keep going, boys. Yes, we will keep going.
That's a difference, Stewie. They're fighting to keep it in there, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
keeping it in there and really putting the pressure on the Southeast, Greg.
Yeah, Jard Anderson's played that role across the back part of that 50-metre line.
I've loved his game.
Yeah,
I've
so
loved
have
his
I,
game.
so
I reckon
have I.
he'd have to be in their best 6.
Absolutely.
So Horsley got the tap down, gathered by Battle, got the handball out, didn't go far. Quick kick out of the pack there by Saunders.
Too much Xbox last night.
And little NBA 2K17 or
Like the
FIFA.
Xbox down.
Does he like his Xbox, does he?
Yeah, absolutely.
They brought it down. They had 15 in the room.
Don't they have them at Crown, Xbox? Got every other game there.
Correct.
Ones that take your money.
Yeah, absolutely. So Bowd, he'll be in the back pocket now looking to clear for Southeast. 17 minutes ticking over in this final term. It is the Bottle Greens by 19, so Bell with a long left foot kick outside of defensive 50. There is Big Sandy. Oh, I reckon that was nearly a mark. Here they go. Sorensinski gets it to now is Collins. He's on centre wing out of side. Scrappy kick. Mooney does well. He's been good.
Moondog.
Little Dal Mooney. Now it's McIntyre to Batten. Inside 50.
The
Here he
English
is.
patient.
Otherwise known as the Mummy. Bat England. Here he is, Jake Smith, around the corner. They might get their first inside 50 through Lang. Short kick looking for Dean.
Oh, he's been
and
good.
takes a nice mark on the lead.
Is it
He'll look
Dean
to
or
go-
McDermott?
It might be McDermott. They both look the same. They look like Paul Piopolo.
They do, don't they?
Absolutely. So McDermott, he'll look to kick his second of the day from about 45 metres out. 45-degree angle and cut that margin back to 13 points. Comes in.
No.
He kicks it out left. It stays out left. Numbers there for the handle. A good strong mark by Sandy Robinson on the last line at the
I've
Fox.
him too.
He's been
terrific.
enormous. He's been enormous. Good play on quickly too at the Wines. Haven't seen a lot of Wines this afternoon, but we might see a few later on.
Started forward and then went back.
There's Jackson Bell too. He's been good for the Bottle Greens. They've all been good at stages. Kick into Harrington. This kid's been enormous in this final term.
Last
Brett
quarter,
Harrington.
super.
Good kid, Harry. He's a good kid.
Good to see him
Nice
getting
kid.
the opportunity at this level too, I reckon.
So he should,
Of
yep.
course, missed out. He played in the grand final last year, didn't he? The brother missed out, Dan.
Yeah.
But good to see him playing at interleague level.
Best and
This
fairest winner
afternoon.
last year, Harrington for the Croydon Saints.
Deserved his crack, that's for sure. Another mark by the big man Robinson. So Sandy Robinson, he's on centre wing, just slowing the play down. He gets it back to Harrington. A little bit of 1-2 with big Sandy. Sandy kicks out wide. And I reckon, Blackie, you might have just done the old background bar again. You just said, let's open up those windows.
What are you talking about? No, that's Hilly if it was anyone.
Not me, absolutely not me. You've had the 2 bacon and eating muffins this morning, Blackie. Okay, so we're on that outer side wing. Bell got the kick out. Now it's Sorenzinski who intercepts. Short kick and a nice kick and finds Smith. I'll tell you what, that is ghastly. So here's Smith. Kicks to centre half forward. Numbers back for the Hampton League. Big punch away. They can run onto it if Hoy's good enough. A nice pick of work by Sorenzinski. Launches from 50. Kicks to the square. Batten does well defensively. And a soccer off the ground there by Maruzic. And Maruzic kicks the goal to cut the margin back to 13 points. And there's still a chance here, the South East Football Netball League.
Still 8 or 9 minutes to go.
Absolutely. Hampton leading 12-18-90. South East 12-5-77. We've played 20 minutes gone, final term. Possum, let's go down to you on the boundary thanks to Cobb's Bakery.
Yeah, as you said, boys, still plenty of time, and the Hampden League boys certainly done a rest on their laurels now. It's very important they get this next centre clearance and get the ball into the forward 50 and put the South East boys under a bit of pressure.
I'll tell you what, they wouldn't want a quick one here too because, the old pressure valve will start to tighten, that's for sure. So an important centre clearance coming up. I see... I reckon Big Hoysler's gone back in because he started this final term so well. Beautiful tap down. Look at that man, Mulroney. He just charged through a couple. The big man, Taggart's going to fly. Holding the man shortly at the back. Free kick. That was Wines. Umpire missed it. Goes through for a minor score.
He was right there too.
He was right there. I thought a free kick. So 12-19-91 Hampden. They lead South East 12-5-77. 21 minutes into the final term. And a nice mark has been taken by Jard Anderson on the half-forward flank for the Bottle Greens.
Here we go, centres it, but centres it straight to the hands of Nick Lang.
Taggart coming off.
He'll go into the corridor, scrappy kick, running through is Harry Lee from 50. Goes inside, Battiglen. He's wrapped up like the mummy. McIntyre. And I'll tell you what, T-Mac, he's been enormous today.
And just what's happened to Rory Taggart here, Possum Kelly.
Yeah, just cramped up, boys. I've seen him at that last contest, hit the deck and struggled to get up, but only cramped.
Well, he did have a sauna and a spa with me this morning, so maybe he sat too long.
He may so. Rightio, back to the footy. So
I noticed you've gone a bit
McIntyre,
wrinkly too when you come back to the
30
room.
out, McIntyre, great goal for the Bottle Greens, and they're back up by 19.
BOG for mine for the
Absolutely, 20 they're up by
Only
now.
because you picked him. Jard Anderson for mine.
13-19-97 they lead, and the South East Football Netball League, I think they may be, I'll wait for the scoreboard, they are 77 for points total. We'll just wait for what their goals and points are once the Shojin Concrete scoreboard updates.
It's a bit like the roulette wheel.
It is. 12-5-77, 13-19-97, 22 minutes gone here at Casey Fields. Interleague football, the Bottle Greens doing the right things at the moment. Matty Stewart.
Oh, they're playing well. This last quarter they've lifted. They tell me that the speech at three-quarter time by the great Jonathan Brown was uplifting. And he's lifted these Bottle Green boys in this final term. It's exciting, and
there's one or two expletives mentioned too. He was very passionate at three-quarter time.
I can imagine. So here goes Hussey Homer on the end of it. Couldn't quite grab it. Well done. Look at that pick up by Jackson Bell. Gets it out to Robinson. Robinson looks for a big target. Doesn't find him.
Watch
Jackson Bell. How good was that, of course. Played VCFL. Homer goes in again.
Wow.
But the ball goes out of bounds. He's the best footballer I've seen below
His knees.
Unreal.
Absolutely. He's a star.
Boys, 15 inside 50s to 2 for the quarter. So
how many goals for the Hampden League in this quarter, Blakey?
Yeah, they've kicked 5 goals, 5.
5-5, so 10 shots at goal. So their inside 50 ratio to their points scored and opportunities has been pretty good. Here's big Levi trying to bash through the pack. In there is Quirk for South East.
75%.
75%. Thanks, Blakey. That's Sinner to count stats.
Well done, Blakey.
Your helicopter's just arriving, Matthew.
Thanks, mate.
All right, so Big Dare up in the ruck, the big punch. He was looking for Homer, running hard. Now was Mulroney, gathered by Anderson. Sharks a handball out to Hussey. Ripped off the football, should have been a free kick. Now it's Maruzic who takes a nice mark inside the centre square. Works it out wide to Lang. Just got past McIntyre, got past Hussey, put the pressure on. Quirk, he fumbled at the wrong time. Here's Paddy Anderson, does well, gathers, tackled immediately, just chopping up a bit of time. So 24 minutes gone, final term. That's brought to you by Sungold Milk, fresh local milk. It is the Bottle Greens by 20 points.
Yeah, been a good game. Been a good last quarter by the Bottle Greens. I reckon they've been the best side.
It's been a tough game, hasn't it?
It has been a tough game. No injuries too, which is exciting. Touch wood. Here's Maruzic. He swings around. Nice marks being taken to Harry Lee. Starting off the game slowly. Got into the contest in his second half. Yep. Hussey. He's got his teammate in Nick Thompson on. Thompson goes back inboard to Anderson.
Jeez, Anderson's been good.
Mulroney. Mulroney out to the T-Mac. It's a foot race. I'll back T-Mac any day of the week. He goes back. He gets it. Gets a handball forward. Doesn't hit a target. And the Southeastern boys through, I don't know, looks like Bruce Dool.
Just doesn't have the mat down the back.
It's not Bruce Dool.
He hasn't got a headband on, so it's not him.
I'll tell you what, Matt, you cracked me up, big fella. So out of side wing, here's Smith. Goes to half forward, numbers back, and Big Robertson couldn't take the mark. Here's Wallace, picks up, evades one. Sharks a handball. Now it's Battle. He'll go inside forward 50. The target's going to be McDermott. Good punch away by Batten. O'Connor's been solid in defence. Finds a teammate in Adam Wines, and he'll just rush it over for a rush behind. 12-6, 78 South East. 13-19, 97. That's on the Shojin Concrete scoreboard. Almost 25 and a half minutes gone. And we might get some AFL scores updated very soon. I know it's a close game at the MCG between the Saints and Carlton. And at half-time, the Saints lead 6-5-41, leading Carlton 6-1-37. And the Brisbane Lions trailing Hawthorn 5-6-36 to 8-7-55.
Oh, here they go. Into attack again, but a nice mark's been cut off by the South Eastern Football League. He's got a player on. He's got a little bit of space and time. He gathers in front of the commentary box. He's shrieking down the Casey Field Oval and spots up a teammate there in McDermott. McDermott spots up that man Maruzic. Maruzic, number 33, looking for Dean. Flies. Good fist away that time. The Bottle Green's got numbers back. Winds a little bit slow to get up. Here's Mulroney. He's been great. Back to Batten, being sensational. Batten, dangerous kick. The foot race between the big man, Sandy Robinson. Can he fist it out? No, he can't. Gathered that time by Jakey Smith. Handball inboard to the top of the square. O'Connor. Big fist over the top. Well done. Goes through for a minor score. So 12-7, 79 South East. The Bottle Greens 13-19, 97. 26 and a half minutes into the final term. Can't be long to go now. And Coach Brown's going to be 1 from 1, boys.
Oh, what a record for the big man. And I'll tell you what a great performance it has been this last term. So Batten goes to Dare. Big fly on centre wing. Numbers back. Here's Robinson. I loved his last quarter as well. Look at that big man, just picks it up and plays it on to half forward. McIntyre picks it up. Good handball. Bell spilt it, but he'll recover. Don't you worry about that. Anderson to the forward line. Homer one out. Homer traps, gathers. Can he get it out? He can't. He's trying to find Taggart, but he's all wrapped up. And I reckon we'll have a stoppage. No, the ball comes out. Matty Wines.
Let it go, don't they?
They have let it go
all day. I've got to give them that.
Absolutely. Boundary throw in, 27 and a half minutes gone. 18 points the margin. You'd say the Bottle Greens are well and truly home.
They're home. Get the fat lady out.
Oh, yes. Just keep her at home for a little bit longer. The ball comes in. Here they go. Mulroney, quick kick out of the pack. How many touches as he had in the last quarter? Here's Jack Homer, kick smothered. Anderson's in there. So's Hussey. He's been fantastic, Hussey. Just pushing the football forward there. Is it going to stay in? Yes, it is. Gathered that time by Cody. He goes back in, board to a teammate. Kicks down the line. It might have been Cody to Brody. Running the football there.
Cody to Brody.
Just seeing the ball out on the far outer side. is the Hampden Bottle Greens and Nick Thompson and also Harry Lee. So the Bottle Greens
Not
13,
long to go, I reckon, boys.
1997 lead South East 12-7-79. We're at the 28-minute mark of the final term and the Bottle Greens are home, boys. Yes, there it is. There it is. The Bottle Greens have won. Interleague football, Coach Jonathan Brown, as I said, 1 for 1. And what a big game that was. Big comeback in the end because they were gone at three-quarter time, boys. I thought we were looking very ordinary and sensational stuff to come out and lift in that final term.
Yeah, made some positional changes. Stewie put Hawser into the ruck. Mulroney and Harrington.
Got Lockie Rook quickly if you want.
Sandy Robertson was fantastic in the last quarter along with Jared Anderson. And they got some centre clearances, Greg, which was very important.
Absolutely. They got right on top in the middle, didn't they? And they were bombarding that forward line. Possibly could have had more goals. That final score of 13-19, but it was largely due to southeast pressure as well. But they were terrific. Great contest. And in a game that was probably littered with a few mistakes, a little bit of poor disposal at times, but overall you could take nothing away from it as a contest. Absolute grit and tough game.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, they'll be very, very happy with this. They've put a fair bit into this. They've invested a bit. They've really supported. They've committed.
Got Rookie if you want,
and
mate.
I think it's fantastic that the blokes that did, the good players really stood up today. Let's go to Lockie Rook around the grounds, all thanks to McLaren Hunt Financial Group. Lockie, what's happening up at the Reed Oval, buddy?
Thanks, boys. Reece Raymond has just put another one through, and Warrnambool Districts are now 6-7-43 to Maryborough Castlemaine 7-9, 51, 13 minutes gone in the third quarter. Reece and probably Scotty Lenahan and definitely Al Porter stood up this third quarter. So it's on here at the Reed, boys.
Back in the contest there, the District League boys, which is fantastic. We might go down to our man on the boundary, all thanks to Cobb's Bakery, who's got some very jubilant boys down there, Philip Possum Kelly.
Yeah, good on you, boys. One of them's Ryan O'Connor, who, of course, played a great game in defence and occasionally on the ball. Ryan, that was a real hard, gutsy effort. It took right until the end to really get on top of him.
Yeah, no, we got off to that good start. We kind of just dropped off there in that third quarter, kind of just stopped running, getting numbers back, and they really come out that last quarter. Once we got on top of them, we were on top of them.
Your last quarter was really good. It was really a fight to the end as far as fitness went too. I mean, there was a lot of boys going down with cramp and survival of the fittest. But I guess in saying that, it's another level of footy, isn't it? So it's no easy game.
Oh yeah, no, it's so much higher than competing in Hand League. Just the stand of it. It's just the blokes, their bodies, their fitness. They're elite. They work really hard.
Mate, enjoy the trip home.
We might send you the rest of the pack there, Poss. Just grab a few of the boys, mate, because I'll tell you what, they're all pretty knackered, as you can imagine, but a great victory.
Yeah, got big Sandy with us, boys, Sandy Robinson. Mate, I just said to Ryan O'Connor that was a real hard-fought effort, wasn't it?
It was. We started well and stuff, but probably dropped away in that third. But, credit to the boys. We came to the effort of coming all this way and stuff, and we weren't going to just lie down and let that slip. So, that fourth quarter really showed, the character of the group, I reckon. So.
And the versatility, I reckon, of you blokes too. You're able to, swing different blokes through the forward line, through the midfield yourself, sort of spend some time forward, back and in the ruck. So I guess that versatility sort of counted a bit towards the end, didn't it? Because you had a lot of players you could throw around in different positions.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I think we identified that earlier in the week as well. We've got a handful of talls as well, and then, those mids who can play tall as well kind of thing, and then, tags in, Josh and all those blokes that can move really well. I think the balance was around the footy and we were able to mix it up a bit, so, which, throws them out a bit sometimes, I think. So, that's footy, you've got to keep moving around, keep work rate up, and, yeah, it's a great result, so...
Good on you, big fella. Congratulations. We'll see who else we might be able to find.
Yeah, just keep going around the group there, mate, because there's some pretty...
Joel Mooney was pretty good in defence. Dallas, well done, mate. It was a terrific effort. And yourself, did your usual role down there that you also play for Croydon with, and that chipping in, that third man up, and that interception, which is what you guys spoke about yesterday. So it really worked well, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't too much different to what we play back home. It was nice just to get that same role, so I didn't have to change it up too much, so it just comes natural a bit.
And you Croydon boys, you were terrific towards the end there, yourself and Brett Harrington. McIntyre was sensational all day, but what was it like playing with different boys? I mean, I know a lot of you know each other and you know each other's game. What's it like playing with the best of the best, I guess?
No, it's really enjoyable. Like, we probably know most of the blokes just from playing against them a little bit and how they play, but just to play that higher level. You know they're going to get the ball to you every single time, so that's good, mate.
Good on you, Dallas. Well done, mate. Enjoy the win.
Something that's been going for almost 15 years now, and it's one of the most recognised community sport partnerships internationally even. It has been nominated for awards for what it offers. So we do thank WorkSafe for what they contribute and how much they give to each year to country football and also to AFL Victoria football generally. I'd just like to call forward Jock Holland, coach of Sefnl, to say a few words on behalf of this group.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Hampden Footy League. You're too good to us, too good for us today, and hopefully you boys continue to commit, and I'm sure you'll rise up the rankings. To my boys, fantastic. The last 4 or 5 years have been really enjoyable, and I definitely think we still belong up in the top echelon of league. So continue to commit, and I'm sure you'll rise. And last of all, thanks to all the supporters for coming out today. Thank you.
Thanks, John. And on behalf of the Hampden Football Netball League, I call forward their coach, Jonathan Brown.
Thanks, guys. Thanks to the South East League. Jock, you brought a very competitive team to the table today, and obviously we had a few nerves at three-quarter time. It was a great battle. Good on you boys for turning up and committing. We know it's sometimes a difficult weekend for guys. They've got the weekend off. We've got other commitments, but for the commitment, turn up and have a go is great. Same with our boys who've done the same thing. Very proud of you boys. We only got together on Sunday. Magnificent performance. This is our first stepping stone towards getting entrenched in the top 10, working our way up to number 1. Couldn't be prouder of you boys, the way you responded, especially after that third quarter was magnificent. Thanks to all the staff, Hampden League staff, and Gary Atchell and all the Hampden executive that put this week together. It's been a fantastic performance. Thanks to my coaches who have been there with me in this week and watched the players. Obviously, it's been a bit difficult being based in Melbourne. A great effort. Thanks to all the supporters that have travelled up from the Hampden League region as well. Well done, boys. You should be very proud. We'll enjoy a few kings tonight.
Thanks, Jonathan. Just before I call Jonathan and Rory Taggart, captain, forward to make the presentation of the cup, I'd like to thank Sefnl for hosting today, particularly Charlene and Liz for the work they've done in enabling the match to come out here on quite short notice. And also thanks to all the support staff that have worked with each of the teams to enable it to be able to be played today, to be able to come up for a one-day effort. An enormous amount of work goes in to the senior representative programs. So if I could just call Jonathan and Rory Taggart forward to receive the WorkSafe AFL Victoria Community Championship Cup. And to give Rory an opportunity to say a few words.
I'd just like to thank all the South East boys for putting on the game today. It's a very good challenge, and such a great league, so thank you. To Franny and all the coaching staff from Hampden, thanks for all the work that's been put into this. This year's been a lot more enjoyable, and I think the enthusiasm by the boys has shown a lot. And then, well done to all the boys for really buying in this year. We really stood up when we had to, and I think the bus trip's going to be really enjoyable now. Cheers.
Okay, thanks everybody. That's a presentation. Enjoy some photos. Again, everyone's welcome to go upstairs and be part of the afternoon. Keep supporting Sefnl for the work they've done in putting today on. Thanks everybody.